Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to beautiful Mulcahy Stadium for another exciting afternoon of Anchorage Glacier Pilots baseball. Today's contest features the visiting ball club, the Matsu Miners, against your Anchorage Glacier Pilots. Remember, fans, Mulcahy Stadium is a non-smoking facility. Please be respectful of our fans in the seated areas. Designated smoking areas are along the fence on the far west side of the ballpark and along the fence beyond the restrooms on the third base side, away from any seating areas. Please note that cannabis is illegal within the ballpark. Please do not leave any valuables in your car when parked in any of the ballpark parking lots, and be sure to lock your vehicles. Enjoy our Pilots patio, but remember to drink responsibly. No alcoholic beverages or containers may be brought into or taken from the ballpark when you leave. Enjoy the games. Enjoy being a fan of Alaska League Baseball, and remember to show respect to our players, our coaches, and our umpires. The Anchorage Glacier Pilots Baseball Club assumes no responsibility for balls or bats that may come into the seating areas. Please be very aware of flying objects, including foul balls and broken bats, that may come in your direction. Put down that cell phone and watch the game. Today, the Anchorage Glacier Pilots would like to welcome Earhart Roofing to Mulcahy Stadium. Today's ball game is the Earhart Roofing Father's Day Ballpark Takeover. Earhart Roofing have been in the business for over 20 years and have been part of the Pilots program for over 15 years. The Anchorage Glacier Pilots would like to once again thank Earhart Roofing for their continued support of Anchorage Glacier Pilots baseball. Later on this evening, the national anthem will be sung by Autumn Braquet of Anchorage. Autumn was crowned Miss Alaska's Teen 2026 on June 4th of 2026. Autumn won the Miss Alaska's Teen 2026 title at the Wendy Williamson Auditorium at the University of Alaska Anchorage here in Anchorage, Alaska. She will represent Alaska in Miss America's Teen 2027 competition scheduled for September of this year. This pageant selects Alaska's representative for the National Miss America's Teen program, which focuses on scholarship, leadership, and personal development opportunities for young women. She is also headed to nationals in July for commercial music. She attends Mountain City Christian Academy. Remember, fans, all of our announcements from the public address system and live on our Anchorage Glacier Pilots broadcast booth will be coming live from Borealis Broadband. Thank you to Borealis Broadband, powered by and always delivering high-quality internet. Pilots fans, we have a new location for our concession stand today at the ballpark. You can get all hot items on the first base side behind the bleachers, past first base.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Anchorage, Alaska, Mulcahy Stadium, where the Matsu Miners are about to take on the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. First time on the 2026 AABL season. Ben Cameron along with Kaden Bessent, and it's a good day for baseball.
Yeah, it's a pretty hot one, too. I'm sweating in this box here, but another great day for baseball, and it's going to be two teams that haven't faced off this year, so I think that provides a little bit more interesting and entertaining aspects of today's ball game.
Miners coming off a 3-game series against the Chugiak Chinooks. 2 games on the road, 1 at home. They dropped 2 of 3, and they're just looking to bounce back.
Yeah, looking to bounce back in a big way. 2-3 in the standings, just now sitting in third place. If you look at win percentage, right, ABL has it in terms of how many games you've won, but the Miners in third and the Pilots in fourth. There's a lot of risk here in this game. You want to win the ones against people you're close with in the standings.
Yeah, Miners 2-3. Glacier Pilots 3-5 on the season. Kyle Chase, the St. John's Arms, will get the rock to start today, and they'll just look to bounce back offensively. The Miners last in team batting average and last in runs per game. But on the flip side, on the bump, team best ERA in the ABL. So yeah, they just need the bats to get going.
And the runs that have been scored against his team have been unearned because they've been kicking the ball around defensively, specifically in the middle infield. Saw that on Wednesday. That had a big part in that loss to the Chinooks. And LeBron said if they can make the plays they're expected to make the routine stuff happen, and you really get more run support. Not as many runs are scored against you, right? 2 of the 3 runs from the Chinooks came on errors. So they're going to have to clean that up defensively. I think being on turf will help rather than natural grass and dirt. Ball won't slow down as much. And then offensively, they just got to find a way to produce run support. It's as simple as that. And I think we've seen parts of the lineup come together. Some guys hitting the ball right into the just worst spots. Diesel Toth, Matt Blind, for example. Ball's going to fall eventually for them. And when it does, I think this offense just opens up.
Yeah, absolutely, Kaden. We'll have starting lineups and first pitch when we come back. You're watching Mat-Su Miners Baseball.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Throwing out the ceremonial first pitch today for the Earhart Roofing Ballpark Takeover is Olivia Nauman. Olivia, it's your ball when you're ready. It's time to play Anchorage Glacier Pilots baseball.
Let's go, Pilots!
Welcome, Miners fans. Mulcahy Stadium in Anchorage, Alaska, bringing you Matsu Miners baseball. Ben Cameron along with Kaden Bessent. And Kaden, how you feeling today?
Feeling good. It's like I said in the pregame, pretty hot up in this box, if I'm being honest with you, but it's a really sunny day, sun beaming in right on us. No, it's a hot day, but it's a good day for baseball, that's for sure.
Yeah, 70 degrees, all sun. Sun very intense up here in the last frontier. And we're about to be underway with the Glacier Pilots out there warming up, top of the first. And here's your Matsu Miners lineup for the afternoon. Leading off at short, Austin Park. Batting second in center field, Matt Blind. Batting third, the DH, Diesel Toth. Cleanup man and two-way guy at first, Cooper Grace. Batting fifth in right field, Jackson Babcock. Batting sixth, behind the dish, Declan Spooner. Batting seventh in left, Will Millard. Batting eighth at second, Will Godfrey. And rounding out the Miners order in the hot corner, Cash Millar, and on the bump, right-hander Kyle Chase out of St. John's.
Don't really see a lot of changes overall throughout the lineup. Babcock hand seems to be doing all right. He's back in the lineup, starting 9. Millard hasn't caught in a minute, but Spooner gets to play behind the dish today, and then Millard that bat's still in the lineup with him playing in left. That's good to see. And then Cash Millar playing third. Haven't seen that yet. He's only played short and second. Interested to see how he does in that aspect over at the hot corner.
So once again, it's Park, Blind, Toth, Grace, Babcock, Spooner, Millard, Godfrey, and Millar. For the home Anchorage Glacier Pilots, leading off in center field, Vaughn Coleman. In right field, Cooper Kunis. Batting third in left field, Jake Dahl. Cleanup man, DH, Brayton Horn. Batting fifth at first, Drew Johnson. Batting sixth behind the dish, Logan Strong. Batting seventh at third, Ryan Dodson. Eighth at second, Zach Hefner. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Blaze Sizz. And we're about to be underway. Austin Park will dig in. The Miners in their navy blues with American flag font. Miners across the front and numbers. American flag, red and white stripes, blue with white stars. First pitch, we are on our way, fouled off. Right side, it's 0-1.
And then also another thing in the lineup, see Cooper Grace, he's in the 4 spot today, but then he's also playing first. Haven't seen him play first yet. That's another thing I'm interested to see because we talked about the defense for the Miners. Has been kind of iffy in the infield. Then the bats as well. Who's going to be the spark for this team?
0-1, wave and miss, 0-2. On the bump for the Glacier Pilots, left-hander Jack Jones. And answering to the lefty on the mound, LeBrun putting out a lineup with the most righties so far on the year. Team with a lot of lefties, a lot of them on the bench today, 0-2 fouled off.
The whole bench lefties today. That just shows you how many that there are.
Yeah, 5 lefties on the bench, no righties. Every right-hander in the starting lineup. Park 5 hits in his last 2 games. He went 2 for 5 2 days ago with a run. He's batting .400 so far in 5 games. It's top 5 in the ABL, 0-2. Slider misses low.
Putting up a good at-bat so far. Got down 0-2 and then has just stayed with it and battled here against Jones. Got to put up a good at-bat here early. Set the tone for this ball game. You're trying to be scrappy here offensively.
Jones kicks and deals. Fastball misses outside. Count evens at 2-2. Jack Jones, 4-pitch mix, 4-seam changeup, curveball, slider. That 4-seam lives high 80s up to 91. Everything else high 70s up to low 80s. Pilots playing straight up. First batter of the game. 2-2. Wave and a miss. Fastball by Park. And Jones with his first strikeout on the afternoon.
Fastball right by him. Park put up a good fight in that at-bat. Kind of chasing something out in the way. Going to be hard to make good contacts with that.
Center fielder Matt Blind with 1 away. Out of Cal Baptist. Went 2 for 5 with an RBI and stolen base 2 days ago. And add to that 3 lineouts. First pitch, slider outside. Home plate umpire says Blind went around. It's 0-1.
See what kind of day Blind puts together at the plate. Mentioned he's one of these guys been hitting the ball hard, just right to the defense.
Lefty on lefty matchup, slider dropped in there. 0-2. For the Miners right now, as a team batting just .206, which is last in the ABL so far. Glacier Pilots second to last batting .238, so that's a 22-point difference, 0-2. Line shot over at second, and it's going to be picked by Hefner, and the throw over to first in time for out number 2.
Another example right there. I mean, that ball died pretty quick off the bat, but Blind's hitting the ball. He's making solid contact, just hitting it right into the teeth of the defense. And that one of the few occasions where Blind didn't hit the ball into the outfield. He's done a bunch of that lately.
Yeah, every ball hit to the outfield for him 2 nights ago. Now here's Diesel Toth DHing for the first time this summer. Fastball upstairs. 1-0.
Toth, him and Blind both. Toth has hit a lot of balls to left field on a line, and they've just been right to the left fielder no matter who the Miners are playing.
Hard ground ball over to second. Hefner again is going to bobble it, but it's going to be recovered in time for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go the Miners in the top of the first here at Mulcahy Stadium. 0-0.
Gerhard Rupert will be throwing out T-shirts in the 4th and 6th inning.
0-0, bottom of the first. Miners take the field for the first time this afternoon. And on the bump for your Matsu Miners, it's going to be right-hander number 24, Kyle Chase. 6'1", 195 pounds, redshirt junior out of St. John's, hometown of Levittown, New York. And last time out for Chase, appeared in that win on Tuesday, extra innings, 5-4 win against the Chinooks and Chugiak. Threw 2 perfect innings with 3 strikeouts, set him up perfectly to get the win, so he's 1-0 on the year.
Since 1952,
He looked great last time out, or I guess I should say first time out. See what he does here getting the start. I was wondering who would be one of the other starters for the Miners. And obviously Kyle Chase in there with Aloisio, Baker, Ziola.
Roos, right?
And
Roos
Roos,
got
yeah.
the start 2 nights ago. Baker will get the start in 2 days. Miners with an off day tomorrow as well. So Jackson Baker will get the start on Sunday. Right now it's Kyle Chase looking to shove. Right now the Miners, as we mentioned pregame, currently the best pitching staff in the ABL by a long shot. Almost half a run better in team ERA than the next lowest, I should say. Only ABL team with a team ERA under 3. First pitch, bunt left side of the infield. Cash Millar charging, bare hands it. Going to be no throw. And a bunt single for Vaughn Coleman. First pitch of the Glacier Pilots, bottom of the first.
Genius right there. See how deep Cash Millar's playing over at third base. Go ahead and take advantage of how much space there is. He's unable to run it down in time and get the throw across.
So Vaughn Coleman, who was only batting 133, now on for the first time. Here's the right fielder, Cooper Kunis. That one misses low with the fastball. Cashmallar in on the left corner. Ugly swing there from Kunis, now 1-1. Kunis, a 6 foot, 160-pound freshman out of Sierra College from Roseville, California. Pickoff attempt over at first. Not in time. For the Pilots as a team, batting .238, which is second to last. Averaging 4.75 runs per game, which is still 2 runs per game higher than the Miners. So the Miners still early in the season, only 5 games. It's the least in the ABL. Those bats will get hot at some point. Line shot left side, gonna hook foul. 1-2.
At some point, it's got to get going, right? Pitching staff can only take you so far. You can't expect them to go out there and give up 1 to 2 runs every game or less. Offense has got to produce here. I know it's a wood bat league. Guys aren't used to it. A lot of younger guys on this minor squad, but at some point, you've just got to produce and back these pitchers up, because the way they've been pitching so far, they could take you all the way back to the top of the world championship.
1-2, another fly ball hooking to the left side, out of play, and we'll do it again. Kunis batting .240 so far. Does have 6 RBIs.
And stay in the game.
Also listed as a left-handed pitcher, so he's a two-way guy. Jump throw over to first, not in time. Throw over to Cooper Grace at first, who has been getting a lot of at-bats so far. And he's mainly a pitcher from Nebraska, or he is a pitcher from Nebraska.
He just doesn't hit there. Came here this summer, though. He's been hitting.
Just like Austin Park. There's a fly ball to right field. Babcock ranging back, right in front of the warning track, camped under it for the first out, and Coleman will retreat back to first.
That's another example of a swing and the ball being hit where the ball just doesn't fly in Alaska like you would think it would, though. That was into the wind. Wind is blowing towards the left field foul pole. But, I mean, that ball's just kind of golfed and hit really hard. It just dies, not able to get out. See a lot of hard hit balls that just don't have the carry on it here.
And for the Glacier Pilots, talking about jerseys, they rock a Los Angeles Dodgers-style jersey. Runner goes, pitches outside, bounce, throw in there. Not in time. It's a stolen bag for Vaughn Coleman.
Not a big Dodgers fan, but I kind of like the Pilots-Dodgers look, you know?
I like both of them really a lot. I like how the Miners go into the America, because they have the camo with the red, white, and blue lettering and numbers too.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, all white, Pilots and Dodger font, and the red number in the bottom right corner. Pitch low and inside, 2-0.
I think those red, white, and blue, or these jerseys specifically that they're wearing, even the camos with the American flag in the numbers and lettering as well. Whichever one get the nod for the non-league game on the 27th against the Pilots, kind of like a celebration of America 250. That would be cool, and perfect season for the Miners to have all the red, white, and blue.
Wave and a miss from Dahl there, 2-1. Dahl batting .250. Has 2 doubles. But I think the red, white, and blue, you know, the 2 jerseys with the American flag on it really speak. Kind of feels more like not Anchorage, but like Palmer and like the community in the valley. Wave and a miss, 2-2 now to the lefty. Jake Dahl, 6'2", 205-pound freshman out of Feather River College, and he's from Chico, California.
Got a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Chance to do damage early if you're the Pilot. See how Chase works with guys in positions like in scoring position and trying to limit the damage and control the run game. I mean, Bruce did a great job of that on Wednesday. Stranded more runners than you can even count on 2 hands, I'm pretty sure. So
Count's full now after a changeup missed wide. Coleman's on second after his stolen bag. And bunt single. 3-2. Wave and a miss. Fastball right by Dahl. And Kyle Chase picks up his first K of the afternoon. 2 away.
Now batting for the Pilots, the designated hitter from Southern
right by him. There you go.
Number 5,
Chase got 2 down. Ground ball gets you out of it. Pop up, whatever you need. Done a good job of. I mean, Vaughn has got all the way to second, but a good Good job just trying to strand him here. Get weak contact. Trust your defense behind you.
So here's the Pilots' most dangerous guy so far, Braden Horn, DHing. He's the only guy batting over 300, and he's batting over 400. Fastball in there for a strike. Braden Horn stands at 6'4", 220. Out of Southern Illinois University. And from Derby, Kansas. Chase is going to look towards second. No throw. Kyle Chase ahead 0-1. Looking to get out of the first unscathed. Vaughn Coleman on second after a single and stolen bag. Wave and a miss. Slider by him. Now 0-2.
Chase working at a bit of a slower pace than you see a lot of guys go to work with here, especially in the ABL. And I think Horn may be doing the same thing.
He's going to match his tempo. Twist that back leg. He's got an open stance, front foot behind his back foot. Chase checks second. 0-2. Wave and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Kyle Chase. And strands a runner in scoring position after one. It's 0-0 here at Mulcahy Stadium.
Cooper Grace.
Cooper Grace will lead things off in the top of the second for Matsu. Miners went down 1-2-3 in the first. Grace over at first base today. Usually when he's in the lineup, he is a DH. First pitch from Jones. Just misses outside as Grace check swung but didn't go around. Grace on Wednesday at home went 2 for 4 with 2 singles. 1-0. Misses low, 2-0 now.
He's got good power, good ability to pull the ball and yank it. He's hit a home run, pull side, just a little over a week ago. He definitely got a lot of pop in that bat, but he's not using the bat he originally came up here with. He broke it about a week ago here in Anchorage.
2-0, misses way upstairs, 3-0 now. Yeah, rest in peace to the Red Barrel.
Not only
Yeah,
did
he's
he
very
break
upset.
it, broke it in BP. That sucks. Not
Yeah.
even breaking it like, in a game situation.
Almost like a Valhalla situation. Didn't even die in battle.
No.
3-0. Gonna miss. 4-pitch walk to lead off the second for Cooper Grace. And he's on yet again.
Good at bat. Force Jones to throw you strikes. And if I'm Babcock right here coming up, I'm going to take till I get a strike.
And for the lefty, Jack Jones, Stands at 6 foot, 190 pounds. He's a freshman from Cal State Northridge College from Lompoc, California. Hope I said that right. I apologize if I did not. First pitch to Jackson Babcock, misses low and away, 1-0.
Yep. Good job. Good take. Keep taking till he fires in a strike here.
Babcock hasn't played since Monday against the Chinooks. Look over at first, not in time. Believe he got a ball off the hands that kind of led to some inflammation on his right hand, and so he didn't play the second and third game against the Chinooks.
I think he got some new batting gloves, or should I say work gloves. He said they're $8 on Amazon, so I stick with those over the, what he say, 120 Bruce Bolts. So
Yeah.
those look new because the last ones were actually ripped.
We're going to have a mound visit early on here after 6 straight balls to begin the second. Looking at the coaching staff for the Pilots. Luke Hefner, one of the assistant coaches, his little brother, Zach Hefner, the second baseman, and they're the sons of head coach at Dallas Baptist University, Hefner. So they've come a long way as well. And they're from the Dallas area in Texas.
DBU, the Patriots, going to the Pac-12.
Yeah. Once again, if you do not know, me and Kaden from Texas State University, who is going to the Pac-12. So in the spring, if we're still around, who knows? We'll see DBU and Texas State face off.
In baseball only.
Yeah, baseball only. I've already seen DBU twice when they played SEMO to start off back-to-back years. 2-0 is going to miss outside. 7 straight from Jones, missing.
Surprised he just hasn't gone heater over the middle of the plate yet.
Would believe the take sign is on here for Babcock. 3-0 is going to miss well upstairs. Back-to-back 4-pitch walks to begin the second. So now Grace on second and Babcock on first for Declan Spooner.
You can go ahead and say ball 9, Sweet Bacon. How about that?
And that one not anywhere close, actually above the head of Babcock. And here's the catcher, Declan Spooner. Didn't play Wednesday, but on Tuesday went 2 for 4. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Corners in for the Pilots. Spooner squares, bunts it left side of the mound. Jones is off, but it's going to be Dotson charging and throw on the move on target for out number 1. But Spooner does his job. And Grayson Babcock move up a base.
Beautifully executed bunt there by Spooner. You come up to the dish. First time, you got a job to execute. Signs on to bunt. Beautifully laid down. Almost had miscommunication between Dodson and Jones. You know, regardless, he is out at first, but that's a great job by Spooner to get 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out for the veteran.
That's the 4th sacrifice hit for the Miners in ABL play. Take away the exhibitions. Here's Will Millard, the left fielder, and that one finally catches a piece of the zone. That one might have been, at least from here, I know we're up here, but it looked low too. Maybe a courtesy strike. Millard went 0 for 3 on Wednesday. 0 for 1. Or 0-1, excuse me, fouled off his front leg. 0-2.
Brought to you by Holmquist Homes, building quality homes for 46 years.
However, for Millard, has continued to pretty consistently put up veteran at bats, going to deep counts, or do his job, find a hole, move a runner over. It's one of the older guys on this team. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out. Miners looking to strike first. 0-2. Fouled off right side. We'll do it again.
That was a 2-strike swing. Totally protecting on that one. Just trying to stay in the count here. It's a good job by Millard. You mentioned puts up a lot of great at-bats, especially deep ones. He's choked up a bit here on his bat. He spreaded that stance, and he scooted up a bit to protect that outer half as well.
0-2 again. Curveball misses upstairs. Will Millard, 5'11" catcher from North Alabama. He's a junior from O'Fallon, Illinois. So he went down south for his collegiate career. 1-2. Fastball line shot, right side, just foul by a couple of feet. Would have put the Miners up 2-0, but it remains 1-2.
And I'd imagine Millard's got fresh legs, and what I mean by that is he hasn't caught in 6 days since June 13th against the Anchorage Bucks right here. So I imagine his legs are nice and fresh. He's been playing outfield, DH, pinch hitting, all that sort of thing.
Well, they have Spooner just coming to town. The 1-2. Jones tries to backdoor him, just misses. Good take from Millard. It's 2-2. And also Hazen Enoy. So you got to think if you're Millard, hey, whatever gets me in the lineup gets me at bats.
I talked to him a bit about it. He said he wasn't complaining at all. He does not mind as long as he's in the lineup what position he plays.
Absolutely. Millard in a deep squat, 2-2. Called strike 3. Fastball in the inner corner, and Millard goes down looking. He's frustrated with that. That one looked to be inside, but there's 2 away.
It's not a bad take either. It's just umpire got you on that one. A pitch breaking in towards you that low in the zone too. It's hard not to take it. But I think he stayed in that bat long enough and saw enough pitches, right? Jack Jones at 27 already.
There's Will Godfrey, curveball misses low. Godfrey on Wednesday went 2 for 4, had a double in the 9th. He would be pinch ran for, and Miners would fall just short. Grace on third, Babcock on second. 1-0. Misses. 2-0.
Good takes. I think the approach here for every hitter for the Miners is take till you see a strike. The way Jones is already struggling, pitch count going to get to 30 here in this inning.
Dotson over at third is in. That one misses well outside. 3-0. Cash Malara is on deck.
I think the idea for this Miners team going forward, the way the offense has struggled, is get the starters out of the game as early as possible, get to the bullpen, see another arm. They've struggled against starters, specifically of the Chinooks. The Chinooks have just had the Miners number overall lately.
3-0. Down Broadway, 3-1. And really just in league play, right?
Yeah.
Miners 2-0 in exhibitions against the Chinooks, but 1-3 in ABL play. Chinooks have given the Miners all 3 of their losses, although they've only played one other game against a different opponent, the Bucks, last Saturday that they won 5-3. 3-1 to Godfrey. Misses inside. And the third walk of the inning will load the bases with 2 away.
Good job by Beef. Go up to the plate and just be disciplined. Know that Jones is struggling to find the zone. Don't chase anything. Don't give him out number 3. Give the guy on deck a chance to see his strike here.
So the Pilots hoping Jones can get out of this unscathed. On second, Godfrey on first, 2 away. 1-0 from Jones. Popped up behind the dish. Going to get out of play, 1-1.
That foul ball brought to you by Spinard Builder Supply. Home of the new Alaska-inspired Yukon.
2 outs of the inning so far. Declan Spooner moved the runners over with a sac bunt. That was a 5-3, and Millard struck out looking. That was Jones' second K. 1-1 to Cash Millard. Looking to get the Miners on the board. The 1-1 misses outside.
Millard's just got to stay patient right here. Don't try to do too much. Stay alive and hand that bat to the next person, or find a way to drive a pitch into a hole.
Jones going to take his time here, adjust his cap, wipe off sweat. Been a tough inning for him so far, finding the zone. 2-1. Ooh. Courtesy strike there. Might have caught that front left corner.
I think for the Miners now, you've seen Millard take strike 3 low and in, and then that take by Cash Millar. You've got to know the umpire's going to call that inside corner. how he's going to call it. He just got to adjust his hitters.
Millar up on the plate. 2-2. High. Count will go full, and the runners will be on the move here.
Big spot right here. Pressure's on Jack Jones here, the way he struggled this inning. For Cash Millar, I mean, you're still in the driver's seat. But anything close, though, you got to foul it off until it's either way outside and not even questionable, or it's a pitch you love.
Payoff pitch. Misses. High. Ball 4, and the Miners will strike first. Cooper Grace scores. Cash Millar with an RBI walk. It's 1-0.
Yep, right there. Good take.
Batting the shortstop.
Missed high with that fastball. He tried to get it at the top of the zone. It's a little high and a little bit outside.
So Millar grinds out a walk and gets an RBI out of it. Lineup flips over. Bases still loaded. Here's Austin Park. Struck out to lead off this game. Top 5 in the ABL in batting average. 400 coming into today. First pitch in at the belt for a strike.
Interesting call.
Oh, 1. Jones catches the outer third. Now 0-2 to Park. So Jones now back-to-back strikes in the zone for the first time in a while.
Park striking out his last time up. See if he can come through right here. Especially with the bases juice. This is probably the last guy the Glacier Pilots want to see.
Pilots playing straight up defensively. Jones 0-2. Line shot towards the first base dugout. So we'll do it again.
And what's interesting about this ballpark is the Miners are the away team, and they're on the third base dugout playing against the Glacier Pilots. And then when they played the Bucks got the third base dugout, and Miners got the first base dugout. And if I'm stand correct, the left side is the Buck side, and the right side is the Pilot side.
Yeah.
Which is how they kind of divvy up the splitting of this ballpark.
0-2 wave and a miss. Park goes down swinging. And the bases are left loaded, but the Miners strike first as Cash Millar walks and gets an RBI. 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second, Miners lead 1-0. We hope you have sound and have us on your end.
Number 1.
Got some comments that we weren't getting through, so if so, we apologize for that, but hopefully we're back.
Everything's good on our end. That's the confusing part.
Regardless, it'll be 5, 6, and 7 of the Pilots' order. Kyle Chase picked up 2 strikeouts in the first, left a runner stranded. First pitch to Drew Johnson, the first baseman, misses high and outside. One 0. That one also misses outside. 2-0.
Sweet, we're back.
Not often you see a first baseman wear number 1.
No.
And I would just assume that, I don't know if it's how the Miners do it, but numbers correlate to jersey size. That one's in there for a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, I know a lot of like high schools do jerseys correlating to like numbers correlate to size, and I made the wild mistake one time. I mean, like freshman year, wearing 17, and like I was probably 5'3" and like 130 pounds, and I'm wearing like this XL jersey past my elbows.
Baggy jersey could be the move. 2-2. Line shot up the middle in front of Blind. There's a base knock. So back-to-back innings for the Pilots, leading off with a single.
That single brought to you by Simpson Electric, your electrical company serving all of Alaska since 1985.
Johnson all behind
Now
that
batting
one.
for the Pilots, the catcher from Spalding University.
No one got to the
number
outfield in a
20,
hurry. See,
Logan Strong.
it's not unusual for Chase here, working with runners on. Did a good job last inning. Did allow a stolen base. All right, if you're still able to hold that runner where he's at, no problemo.
Here's the catcher, Logan Strong. Corners in. First pitch. Line shot right field and hook and foul. 0-1.
Looks like Strong is rocking work gloves too. Because those things are not Velcro together and there's no straps for them.
We'll wait for the ball to get out of play. Logan Strong, the catcher. Listed as an outfielder, excuse me, but he is catching. 5'10", 195-pound freshman out of Spalding University. 0-1. Fastball misses upstairs. It's from Louisville, Kentucky. Most of these guys for the Pilots are from California. They've got 2 guys, 3 actually, from Hawaii, 3 pitchers. 1-1. That ball roped into left field. Going back is Millard. He's in front of the track and makes the catch on the move. And Johnson will retreat. And that's a scary out, number 1.
Yeah, Millard just kept going back, especially the way the wind is going to carry out towards that way a little bit. But right on the track, and it's unusual warning track over there. It's rocks, not dirt. It's just rocks.
Yeah, that ball off the bat looked crushed. But with it being a wood bat and low elevation, did not go too far. Here's Ryan Dotson, the third baseman. Curveball in there for a strike.
Hey, you mispronounced Meterson's hometown.
What is it?
Louisville.
Louisville? What did I say, Louisville?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Louisville?
Louisville. Nah, I don't like it. 0-1 misses.
Better than Louisville.
I forgot he was from there. I just associate him with Wisconsin.
Me too.
Since he went there, right? 1-1. Fouled off of Spooner's face, and we're going to take a couple of seconds. Gives a thumbs up towards LeBron. He's good.
He looks like a cheesehead, right? Looks like he comes from the pack of the cheeseheads.
Yeah.
The Midwesterners up there, specifically Wisconsin, they could throw down some beers. Let me tell you what. They actually drink most beer per capita out of all the states in the U.S. Fun fact.
I did know that, actually. We mentioned it in the car earlier. I just assumed Alaska might be top 5.
Oh, yeah.
especially in the wintertime. Chase going to look over at first.
Yeah, I would imagine you do a lot of drinking here in the wintertime because you can't go anywhere. So
Or,
much
I mean,
snow, and then it's dark all day. Like it, I don't think it gets much worse than that. But then you do see the northern lights,
yeah.
and then it might make you shed a tear.
1-2. Swing and a miss. High fastball right by Dotson. That's his third of the afternoon, and there's 2 away.
Kyle Chase grooving here, gets that runner on, and then boom, back-to-back outs. Did the same thing in that bottom of the first.
And so far, in each of the first and second, Pilots led off with a single, and Chase has followed that up with a flyout and a strikeout. He got another strikeout to end the first. Here's Zach Hefner, second baseman. That one just misses outside. Mentioned Hefner, the son of the DBU head coach. I'm forgetting his first name for some reason off the top of my head. Older brother and assistant coach for the Pilots. 1-0. Another fastball misses outside. Sun's still shining bright here in Anchorage. 70 degrees, hottest day of the season so far. Wave and a miss, 2-1.
Dan Hefner,
Dan, that's right.
19 years at DBU.
Had a down year this past season, but the previous 2, very, very good. Top 25 program. 2-1. Fly ball, right field. Babcock giving chase towards the line. Going to fall right in front of him. He's going to play it off a hop. Hefner going for second. Throw from Babcock. Did that hit Hefner? I think it might have hit Hefner as the throw was offline, but a 2-out double for the second baseman. Runners on second and third now.
That one golfed into right field and just got down in front of Babcock. Good job to get it in time, though. It doesn't matter anymore, right? You just work here against the 9-0 hitter, Sizz. You just need 1 out here in the inning. You get out of it unscathed. You're still up 1-0.
Here's a 9-hole hitter and shortstop Blaze Sizz. Last name spelled C-Z-Y-Z. It's a Polish name. Pops the first pitch up in foul territory behind the dish. Spooner, will he have enough room? He does not. And talking about it pregame, we're going through names with the Pilots announcers. I would not have guessed C-Z-Y-Z was just Sizz, like sizzle.
What do you think of when you hear the word sizzle?
Snoop Dogg?
Really? I think of bacon.
I don't know. I think I think of for shizzle. Counts 0-1. 2 runners in scoring position for the Pilots. They're down 1-0. Hard fly ball right field. Gonna get out of play and behind the stands. 0-2 to Sizz. Sizz batting .240 in 8 games, 6 RBIs, however. Got 2 doubles. .2 from Chase. Slider just missing off the plate. Beautiful 0-2 pitch.
I mean, that didn't clip the corner? Wow. That looked like it had all of the front corner.
Absolutely. I mean, Spooner could have been a strike where it ended up, not even where it came across. 1-2. Went back to it, but low. And Sizz thought about it, didn't go for it. 2-2.
Good block by Spooner. Going to be a competitive pitch here. You don't want to fall behind 3-2 and risk loading them on a walk. Saw that hurt the Pilots in the top of the second.
So the Miners got Jones over 40 pitches through 2. And Chase is at 31. Deals. Wave and a miss. So Chase strands 2 with his 4th strikeout of the afternoon. And the Miners lead after 2, 1-0.
Now batting for the visiting ball club, the center fielder, number 13, Matt Blind.
Matt Blind will lead things off in the 3rd for Matsu. As they stranded the bases loaded in the 2nd. Got a run across. Thanks to Cash Millar drawing a bases loaded walk. Jones still in there. Ground ball over to 2nd. Hefner on the move. 2 shuffles and a throw over to 1st in time for a quick out number 1.
We're back-to-back at ABs
Now
that
batting the designated
Blind goes
hitter,
out on a
number
4-3
7,
ground
Diesel
out.
Toth.
Here's Diesel Toth. 1 pitch, 1 out so far in the 3rd for Jones. Mentioned that he was at 42 through 2. 1 misses. Toth also grounded out 4-3 2 in the 1st. So Hefner's gotten a lot of work already over there at 2nd. 1-0 in their 1st strike.
Now, how do you feel about working out, right? If you're a player, how do you feel about working out on game days?
You know, I was thinking that earlier too. When you mentioned everyone, you were at the gym. I was doing labor, right? Got paid for it though, picking weeds at Herman Brothers. That one misses. It is interesting because I feel like I would just get tired because I'm used to going to the gym and basically that's that's my day usually. I don't know. I feel like if I'm in the lineup, I wouldn't want to. Maybe I would go lighter than usual. Pop up right side, gonna get out of play.
Yeah, I mentioned that because I saw Toth, one of the guys that was at the gym earlier today around 10:30, 11 o'clock Alaska Daylight Time. But yeah, I mean, I went when I was in high school my senior year. They made us work out on game days.
Line shot, right field, hooking. Will it stay fair? It does not. Into the Pilots bullpen in the right field corner. Still 2-2.
Yeah, we kind of complained about it a lot, lifting on game days, like forced to do it. But it also is one thing when you have to wake up at 6 a.m. and be there at 6:30, right? That makes you a lot more tired come 7 o'clock first pitch.
2-2, another line shot hooking out of play right side. And Toth making Jones work here.
Foul ball brought to you by the Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Alaska. Grab a
I
nice
think
cold
the
Coke
last thing
and
I would
stay
hit on
clean.
game day, though, was legs. Ooh, no, sir.
Oh, I'm still sore from a couple days ago. 2-2. Line drive, right side over the head of Hefner and into right center. First base knock for the Miners off the bat of Diesel Toth, and he's 1 for 2.
And it feels like it's been forever
Now batting the first baseman,
since
number 28.
he's seen that
Cooper
ball get
Grace.
through and just land in green grass. That's good for Toth. I think it's going to go a long way for him just to see a ball get down for a base knock.
So here's Cooper Grace, walked and came around to score for leading off the second. That one's going to get by Strong, and Toth is going to move up to second in scoring position.
Just like that. Now you got a chance to add on right here. Grace scored last time up, so see if he's able to create anything.
Grace does have a homer on the year, like you mentioned earlier, but it was in that exhibition game, so if you go online and try to see stats, they won't show up. But in our heart, it happened. 1-0. Fastball misses outside. 2-0 now. Grace has yet to swing at a pitch so far this afternoon. Seen 6 straight balls.
I was talking to him earlier about what's it like going to Nebraska. I was asking some of the guys on the bus if they like softball, because I was watching a video about the AUSL, and
We
Grace
love
talking
softball.
about how crazy softball is at Nebraska.
2-0. Fly ball center field. Coleman charging in, and it's actually going to be Hefner getting out there as the ball died, and that'll be a P4, and there's 2 outs.
Now batting the right fielder,
Not ideal,
number
but I mean,
9,
first swing of the
Jackson
day, and
Babcock.
that's the result. You're not going to be happy about it if you're Grace.
Meterson in the chat saying you better have video of you picking weeds for the documentary. I don't have the heart to tell you. Here's Jackson Babcock. Diesel Toth on second after his single and a wild pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. Babcock also walked, but he was stranded on on third, excuse me, last inning.
Been slacking on video, huh?
Our fault. We'll be better. Still got a lot of time. Here's a fly ball deep left center. Coleman chasing after it. Is anyone going to get there? And it's Coleman on the move to his right in front of the warning track. And that does it in the top of the third as the Miners strand Toth on second. And it's 1-0. Miners lead 1-0 in the bottom of the third. Kyle Chase back out there. 2 scoreless frames. He's left 3 on base. Already led up 3 hits, but able to come through 4 strikeouts.
Leading off for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the center fielder, number 32, Vaughn Coleman.
Here's Vaughn Coleman. It'll be 1-2-3 due up for the Pilots in the third, down a run. And looking at the ABL leaderboards for pitching staffs, Matsu leading the way with a 2.66 ERA. And then second lowest is the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks at 3.08, so almost half a run better than the next closest team. There's one in there for a strike. Breaking ball from Chase. And the Glacier Pilots currently 3-5. ERA of 5.64. So it's been rough going for them so far. That one's going to come in and plunk Coleman. And that's what he's done best so far this year. Batting 133 coming today before his bunt single to lead off the first. But a 316 on base percentage because he had been plunked 5 times. Make that 6.
Another leadoff runner on for the Pilots. Chase just kind of forcing himself at this point to work with runners on, but again, he's done a good job of limiting the damage.
That one misses wide. Coleman stole second back in the first before he was stranded, excuse me. Here's Cooper Kunis, the right fielder, flew out to right field. First time up. That one misses well outside, so 3 straight pitches that are well into the righty's box. Fortunately for Chase, Kunis is a lefty. Kunis batting sub 240 now. Early on in the season, 2-0. Fastball down Broadway.
Good job to bounce back right there. Chase just needs to attack, really. I mean, Kunis last time up did hit one pretty high, pretty hard over to right field. It kind of in that shadow of the scoreboard, deep back there where Jackson Babcock is in right field, but just be aggressive.
Pickoff move over at first and not in time. The plane goes right over our heads. But Coleman with the move stuttered a bit towards second and looked like he was dead to rights, but I guess he's just able to get a hand back in there. Looking back at the pitching stats, K per 9, Miners with a 12.07, which is absurd. 12 Ks per 9. Next closest only has 9.7. 2-1 also misses outside. 3-1 to Kunis. So the pitching staff for the Miners has just been pretty dominant. That's the only way I can put it. But their offense has been slacking. Once again, only 5 games played. Everyone else has played at least 7. Runner goes, pitches outside, so it won't matter, and Kunis draws the walk. Back-to-back free passes to lead off the bottom of the third.
Wonder if there's any idea of a mound meeting here coming. Don't want to give Pilots any momentum that they haven't earned. And yeah, right on cue.
Here comes Ben Terwilliger, pitching coach from Barry University. That's B-A-R-R-Y, like the name, from Miami, Florida. Player 449. Actually, disappointed he lost in the first round of Squid Games, the reality show. I feel like he's a guy, he has the potential to go deep and be like a main character almost.
On the van ride up here, he said, we were listening to the radio, and he said to turn off the rock station. We were listening to Down with the Sickness, and he was like, I don't really like this, and he wanted to change the station to Katy Perry, the pop station.
Katy Perry did have some bangers.
No, don't get me wrong. I love some Katy Perry, but say you don't want to listen to Disturbed and Down with the Sickness and you'd rather listen to pop music is beyond me for a baseball guy.
First pitch to Jake Dahl, he squares, pulls back, and it misses low. So 2 runners on, hit by pitch to Coleman and a walk to Kunis. Corners are in for the Miners. Dahl struck out, first time up in the first. Pops this one out of play, 1-1.
All right, it's evened up if you're Chase. Just you and Spooner right here, a guy that's caught for you plenty of times before, I would assume, both being from St. John's. And you know this guy, just play catch with your guy Spooner right here. See if you can create some outs. Trust your guys behind you.
Braden Horn, the guy hitting over 400, waits on deck. Dahl will square early. Pull back, and it misses outside. 2-1.
You know that the Pilots are trying to bunt right here. Throw that fastball up in the zone, up and in. Try and get a pop-up, but keep it in the zone. Make it tough right here on Dahl to get that bunt down anyways.
At least just take the out. No bunt here. Line drive into left center. Gonna get down. And a run's gonna score for the Pilots. Millard coming up with the throw. Kunis goes first to third. And we're all leaving up at one apiece. Jake Dahl with an RBI single.
That's just unfortunate. I mean, shows bunt, 3 times, and then right there just swings away and pokes it into the opposite field in the gap. It's just a good piece of hitting, and unfortunate for Chase here. He's going to have to find a way to get a ground ball and try and get 2 outs here.
Still nobody out. Runners on the corners. And here's the DH, Braden Horn. Out of Southern Illinois. First pitch, fastball in there for a strike. So we mentioned Horn second in the ABL so far in batting average, only behind the Chinook's own Phoenix West, who so far is batting over 500. He's had a great start to the summer. Half swing on a curveball, and it's going to be 0-2.
Way ahead here. Last thing you want, though, as a result in this at-bat, though it would likely result in an out, is a deep fly ball. Deep fly ball, go ahead and gives the Pilots the lead. See if you can get a ground ball of some sort here, or even a strikeout.
0-2. Fouled back. We'll do it again.
Horn's going to put up a fight. Make it tough on Chase. His pitch count starting to run up there a bit, too. I mean, he's let multiple guys get on. He's let guys get on every inning.
6 RBIs for Braden Horn. 0-2, fouled straight back. We'll do it again.
Foul ball, courtesy of our longtime friends at the Insurance Center.
And honestly, you think for the Glacier Pilots, the goal was to get the starter out of the game, too, and get to that bullpen. But, I mean, the whole pitching staff for the Miners is really solid all around. I really don't want to see that bullpen if I'm Glacier Pilots.
0-2, ground ball over to short. That's going to score a run. Park to second for 1, over to first in time for the double play. But the Pilots do take the lead off the bat of Braden Horn.
Not the worst result there, though. Strikeout and then a double play would have been absolutely ideal. But defense does its job there. Talk about how they've been struggling on fielding the ball and making plays that should be made. That very routine double play, the fact that you're able to turn it is good momentum.
Here's Drew Johnson in a new game, 2-1. That one's in there for a strike. Johnson singled last time up, last inning, to lead off the second. That one misses well outside. So make it 7 RBIs now for Braden Horn. And for the Miners, definitely happy with taking 2 outs for a run, given the situation. That one misses outside as well, 2-1.
Man, I tell you what, you think there's any correlation to headaches and energy drinks? Just the first day, and since we've been here, so at least 3 weeks that I've had one.
2-1, a fly ball well out of play left side. 2-2.
Super minor headache. Like, it's not bad, but like, haven't had one, and I had an energy drink first time in probably a month, and got a little headache.
You know, knowing what's in those drinks, most likely.
I mean, I've had so much coffee, though.
I mean, every time I've had an energy drink before, it's given me a headache, so that's why I don't drink them. 2-2 misses upstairs. Count goes full.
Coffee just must be the secret stuff, man.
I mean, coffee is natural technically. So maybe that has something to do with it. 3-2. It's going to miss. And a 2-out walk for Drew Johnson. He's reached both times.
That walk brought to you
3
by
free passes in the inning. I mean, Chase has got to find the zone at some point or another.
Piling needs. Now batting for the Pilots, the catcher.
Just one hit.
20,
It's been the free
Logan
passes
Gong.
for this pitching staff that have hurt them, and then for the defense, it's been the errors. Those both just bad combinations.
Here's Logan Strong, first pitch swing, ground ball to Cash Millar. He bobbles it, was able to recover with a strong throw to first to retire the side, but the Pilots take the lead in the third, 2-1 as we head to the fourth. Hit the middle third, top of the fourth, 2-1 ball game. Pilots
Now
retook the
batting for
lead
Mat-Su Miners, the
last
catcher,
half
number
inning.
6, Declan Spooner.
It'll be 6, 7, and 8 of the Miners' order. Declan Spooner leading off. He had a sac bunt last time up, so he's a 0 for 0. Lefty on lefty matchup. Jack Jones still out there. Ground ball up the middle, and Jones leaping off the mound, able to glove it over to first in time. Back-to-back innings with a one-pitch out for Jack Jones.
He came springing off that mound, too. It's a nice snag by him.
Now batting the left fielder, number 19, Will Miller.
Will Millard digs in, struck out looking last time up. Dodson in, even with the bag, over at third. First pitch strike.
That one of the rare first pitch strikes from Jones, but also the way that he has struggled in this game throwing strikes, I think the Miners, they've got to be a little bit more patient at the plate, not going at that first pitch in the count, resulting in one pitch and one out.
Wave and a miss, now 0-2 to Millard.
It's back-to-back plate appearances for him where he's gone behind 0-2.
Millard has played in every ABL game for the Miners so far, all 5. Batting 200, has a double. Ground ball left of the mound, almost the same exact play. Shortstop, Sizz throw on the move in time for out number 2.
Just haven't really
Now
found great
batting the
contact so
second baseman,
far.
number 4,
Had
Will
almost
Miller.
another great play from Jones there.
Yeah, leapt off the mound and landed in the same exact spot. Looked identical. That one just hit a little harder, so it got past him.
It grazed his glove, too. You could hear it.
2 quick outs. Here's Will Godfrey, walked last time up in the second. That one sailed on a slider, 1-0.
Godfrey didn't get a pitch to hit his last time up. See if he finds one here. Maybe get something started with 2 down.
1-0. Fastball misses low and outside, 2-0. Godfrey has reached 3 straight times going back to Wednesday. Singled in the 6th and doubled in the 9th, and with that walk last time up. 1-0 in there. Or 2-0, excuse me. Scoreboard out in right field behind.
You really don't want to be working behind in this game if you're the Miners. The way your offense has struggled, you want to be working with the lead and try to get your pitching staff to maintain that lead down the stretch and then try to add on. But now they have already given up that lead and they find themselves playing catch up. It's not a good spot for the way this offense has struggled.
2-2 after a big wave and a miss. Jones kicks and deals. Curveball just misses upstairs. Count will go full. Pilots playing straight up. 3-2. Fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Plane going by out in center field. I think it's just out of reach of the screen, but
46 years.
yeah, probably hear it. Lefty on lefty. Pay off. Fouled straight back again.
Way to put up a fight.
Foul ball brought to you by
Jones has
Anchorage.
done a pretty solid job throughout this game. Keep working that count with him. Make him earn that out. Get that pitch count going up. Get him out the game. I mean, really, for the most part, he's gotten a lot of weak contact too. I mean, you wouldn't mind seeing somebody else, I don't think.
Here comes pitch number 60 from Jones. Misses outside, and a 2-out walk grinded by Will Godfrey. And he's got 2 walks this afternoon.
Both of his walks have been with 2 outs as well, so good job staying disciplined at the plate. Some tough pitches there that he was able to lay off and take. Really gutsy with 2 outs in the inning and 2 strikes on him.
Here's Cash Millar. Drove in the only run for the Miners so far. Bases loaded walk. Swinging first pitch. Line drive into left field. Down in front of Dahl. There's a base knock for Cash Millar. Hard hit. And 2 runners on now with 2 away.
That's an AB right there from Millar.
Back to the top of the lineup for the
I bet that another guy that I just bet it feels really good for him to see the ball get hit hard and find the hole. And I think as that starts to happen for more guys throughout this lineup, things do change offensively for this Miners squad. Good to see your 9-hole guy in Millar, though, coming through like that.
It's his first hit in a while. He had drawn multiple walks. As here's Austin Park. He swings at the first pitch, drills one out to right field, but Kunis is there, just barely has to move to his left, and the Miners strand 2. So headed to the bottom of the 4th. Glacier Pilots lead 2-1 here at Mulcahy Stadium. New arm for Matsu, relieving Kyle Chase. First arm out of the pen and making his first appearance as a minor. Number 34, Arlo Pendleton, the right-hander, stands at 6'5", 205 from Cal Poly. Freshman is from
Now
Petaluma,
batting for the Anchorage
California.
Glacier Pilots, the third baseman, number 2.
Hadn't been here too long either, so
Dodson.
that's why he's just now getting his first action of the season. Excited to see what he does. Remember, he was in the Super Regionals over in Morgantown against the West Virginia Mountaineers playing with Cal Poly. He did get some action in that Super Regional. Didn't go well because West Virginia was hitting the ball like nobody's business.
But I know he let up a couple of hits, but he did not let up a run.
Yeah.
So you go, scoreless outing in the Super Regionals against the Omaha squad. Leading off is Ryan Dotson, the third baseman. First pitch strike. 0-1. Fastball in there at the knees. 0-2 now, first batter he faces. Dodson struck out. First time up, back in the second. Was the third victim of Kyle Chase, who struck out 4 through 3. 0-2. Wave and a miss. So 3 pitches is all Pendleton needs to set down his first batter. There's one away in the fourth.
That looked like his splitter, honestly. And from Pendleton, you'll see that 4-seam up to 93, 2-seam up to 91, slider 80 to 84, and then that splitter 82 to 86. I mean, he's topped out on his splitter higher than on his slider. That's pretty nuts.
Here's Zach Hefner, second baseman. First pitch in there for a strike. Didn't take long for him to pick up his first K as a minor. He's got great stuff. However, that one misses, 1-1. Yeah, definitely has the that splitter makes him have the most interesting arsenal out of the team, I would think, in my opinion. One misses inside.
Yeah, he's a big dude, so I imagine his hands are large enough to be able to throw that splitter pretty well.
He is 6'5", 6'5", 205.
Shoot.
Fastball on the outer third. 2-seam right there from Pendleton. It's 2-2.
He's come in here and he's thrown strikes, been really aggressive. That's good to see.
Delivers, ground ball back up the middle and gonna find a gap. And get through for a base knock for Hefner. He's 2 for 2 now. Runner on for the Pilots, 1 out.
That's what's going to happen, though, if you continue to pound the zone right there. Ahead in the count, like Arlo was. I think he was in the driver's seat in that at bat. I think you throw a pitch kind of a little bit more away from the zone. But also, at the same time, Hefner went down. He went and got that one.
Here's Blaze Sizz. First pitch swinging, lines one in the right center field gap, but Babcock giving chase, and he's there for a hard hit out number 2.
Now batting for the Pilots,
Bounce back immediately. I mean, he continues to be aggressive and near that zone. Hard contact there, but good defense behind him.
Good thing Babcock on the righty was shifted towards right center. Didn't take long for him to get under that line drive. Lineup flips over to Vaughn Coleman, who's reached both times, has a run scored. Pops up the first pitch, right side. Someone's gotta get it, and it's gonna be Cooper Grace calling everyone off to retire the side. So a single for the Pilots. It's all they get in the fourth. Arlo Pendleton leaves 1 on, and it's 2-1. Miners find themselves down
Leading
2-1
off
as
for
we
the
hit the
Miners,
fifth.
the center
Almost to
fielder,
the
number
halfway
13,
mark, and Matt Blind will lead things off. Blind so far this afternoon, 2 4-3 ground outs. Jack Jones still in there. That one misses high. You think Miners through the first two got him up just past 40 pitches, and then in the next 2 innings, he almost halves that. Here's pitch 70 from him in their first strike. Excuse me, that was 71. Line out on Wednesday, 2 for 5 with 3 line outs, so he was swinging the bat well. Lefty on lefty comes in, it's gonna skim his elbow guard, and a leadoff runner on for the Miners, and Blind on for the first time this afternoon.
That one just got in on Blind there. Got away from Jones a bit.
Number 7,
But
Diesel
giving up a
Toth.
free pass. His first one by way of the hit by pitch gives the Miners an opportunity to get something going with no outs here. Last time they got a guy on with no outs, he came around to score.
Here's Diesel Toth as the only Miners hit, or excuse me, one of 2 hits. No one misses. Single to right center last time up in the third. One out. And there for a strike at the belt. Toth doesn't agree.
That's one he's been calling all night, though, so you at least either got to see it yourself while you're up there, and hopefully it's not with 2 strikes, or kind of talk to your other guys that have seen pitches in similar spots.
Jones checks first twice. Deals, misses upstairs. It's so weird still. I haven't gotten used to it, like saying night, and it's super bright out. Although
Yeah.
it is, you know, it's 7:20 right now.
It feels like a crime to say this is a night game. But you know that there's at least a decent amount of viewership from Texas where it's, 10:21 right now. And it makes sense to say night to them, but then, it's broad daylight out here. I have not seen darkness in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm super stoked about that.
2-1 from Jones, gonna miss outside. Now Toth in a great hitter's count, 3-1. I did see, the only time I've seen night so far was I think the first night we were here, I accidentally woke up at 3 a.m. and it was dark. That was the only time I've seen it. Now at 3 a.m. it doesn't even get dark, it feels like.
No.
Runner goes, 3-1, wave and a miss upstairs. Throw down, not in time. And I think that might be hitter's interference on the throw down as Toth crossed the home plate.
Oh, man, come on. Really?
So Blind is going to be out. Toth had ball 4. He went chasing on the high fastball. I believe the Miners were trying to execute a hit and run. LeBron is not happy.
There, Toth thought it was either just a strike or he wasn't totally out all the way.
Got the rules mixed up for a second there. My apologies. But now there's one out. Here's Cooper Grace. That one going to call a balk now on Jack Jones. And now Blind gets second for free. 1 pitch later. And what's unfortunate about that, too, Toth on that swing, that one was well upstairs. That could have been ball 4 easily. Now the Miners have a guy in scoring position, Blind on second. Cooper Grace 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. This is low.
I'd imagine the reason that there is lights is at some point when it starts to get dark again, that this field somehow gets some use out of it. Could be for other things. I know that the fence is movable because it was not this far back when we first saw this field for the first time.
1-0, ball gets away from Strong, but he's on top of it and Blind can't advance. It's 3-0 to Grace.
Just, little bit of hesitation from Blind doesn't allow him to get all the way to third there.
Excuse me, just 2-0 because of the balk. First pitch didn't count. Blind dancing over there on second. He's like a cat with a hot foot. Trying to get in Jones' head as he's the tying run. I believe they probably use this field in the winter sometimes too, or at least fall too, maybe. Line goes, pitches outside, and it's going to get into left field. Wild throw from Strong, and the Miners are going to tie it. Stolen base and a score on an error for Blind and the Miners, 2-2.
That's why you get aggressive on the base paths. Force the defense to make a play. That pitch outside, Strong momentum going towards first base, trying to get up and fire that one over. Dotson not able to get it, and what a way to tie it up.
3-0 to Grace. Misses high, his second 4-pitch walk of the afternoon. Now the go-ahead run is on with only one away.
I mean, what a weird sequence for Blind on the base pass and just in general. He gets hit, then he tries to steal second, but there's a hitter's interference. That means his teammate is out at the plate, and then there's a balk the next pitch later, gets him in a scoring position. Then he steals third, comes in on an error on the throw.
That had thrown me for a loop too. Believe that error should go on Strong behind the dish. And Jack Jones' day is over. As it's 2-2 in the top of the fifth. We'll have that new arm when we come back. You're watching Matsu Miners Baseball.
The right fielder, number 9.
First call to the bullpen for the Glacier Pilots. As Jack Jones' day is over. It'll be right-hander Kainoa Kaneshiro. The righty stands at 5'8", 162 pounds. He's a freshman from University of Nevada, Reno. He's from Pearl City, Hawaii. He'll face Jackson Babcock, his first pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. So one of the 3 Hawaiians on this Pilots roster.
4 Hawaiians on the field today, huh?
Yeah, combined.
Yeah. Consider Hazen Enoy in the Miners dugout.
That's on the field.
Yeah.
Babcock 0 for 1, a walk and a fly out. 0-1 from Kaneshiro. Line drive left side, hooking out of play. Jack Jones threw 4 1/3, lit up 2 runs, 1 of them earned, and struck out 3. Walked 6 batters, put up 2 hits. So the free pass is pretty much all the damage against him. As both hits he let up were stranded. 0-2 misses.
Would you say Grace is dancing there like a cat with hot feet?
Cat with a hot foot, yeah.
Yeah. Do cats have hot feet?
No, but if they had one, they'd be hopping around because it hurts. I would assume.
It's like me walking barefoot on the sidewalks in a Texas summer.
Yeah, you're like, there's a line shot, left field, down in front of Dahl. There's a base knock for Babcock. Grace held up at second. Babcock has reached twice today.
Way to greet the new pitcher with the base knock. Get to the bullpen and then right away getting right to him. Get things going here. Try to break this thing open and take the lead, run away with it.
2 runners on now. Grace on second is the go-ahead. That's the 3rd hit for the Miners on the afternoon. Here's Declan Spooner. First pitch, fastball in there. Don't have the radar gun on us, but for a pitcher being 5'8", that one looked like it had some zip on it.
Oh, that's a good one. Cat on a hot tin roof.
Sounds like a lot. Kaneshiro deals. Check swing from Spooner, but he holds it up. There's an appeal past the mound for some reason. Good job from Spooner to hold it, too. Let him know, hey, I was only here. Counts 1-1. Spooner's 0 for 1, ground out and a sac bunt. But on Tuesday, he went 2 for 4, 2 singles. Line shot, center field, right at Coleman, just moving a bit to his right. Grace will bluff. And there's 2 away.
That's a hard hit ball just right to the defense, man. That's just baseball part of the time, but good job by Spooner getting good contact. 2 outs here. Can the veteran come through with anything big here to maybe give the Miners the lead?
Millard digs in left field today. He's over 2, a strikeout and a ground out. First pitch, half swing, peel past the mound. And their first strike as we have umpire behind the mound calling check swings.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it did look like he did go around. Line shot left field, past a diving Dodson and into the corner. That's going to score Grace. Babcock being going to be held up past third. An RBI double for Will Millard, and the Miners now lead it 3-2.
Who's Mr. Clutch? Millard.
Mr. Clutch.
That's Mr. Clutch right there. How about it? Way to come through right there. I was holding on to that dot just for the pure sake of waiting for him to come through, knowing it was going to happen, though. I knew he was going to come through. Huge right there to give your guys a lead. The bats have finally responded and helped his pitching staff out a bit.
Now with a new lead, here's Will Godfrey, 2 runners in scoring position. So the Miners have jumped on Kaneshiro. 2 hits and a line out. Fastball in their first strike. Godfrey, 2 walks in his 2 plate appearances. So he has reached base safely his last 4 times. Single, double, 2 walks. Babcock on third, Millard on second after his double. 0-1 at the belt for a strike. Godfrey with a little head shake, doesn't agree. But he's up against the ropes 0-2.
And I say Mr. Clutch on that just for the pure sake of he said don't say it, and then he also said Mrs. Millard, his mother, is a fan of that.
So we did it for you, Mrs. Millard. 0-2. Misses outside. Strong with a nice stop.
Yeah, that shout out purely for the entertainment purposes of Mama Millard there.
Mr. Clutch. Miners looking for extra runs here. 1-2. Back up the middle, but a shoestring grab by Kaneshiro will strand 2. And Kaneshiro comes in, gets 2 outs, both by way of a line out. But the Miners take the lead, 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting for your Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the right fielder, number 14, Cooper Kunis.
Pendleton back out there with a fresh Miners 3-2 lead. Off the bat of Will Millard, an RBI double. And Cooper Kunis will lead things off in the 5th. First pitch fastball, a strike. Kunis 0 for 1, a flyout and a walk. Came around to score back in the 3rd. On a double play ball off the bat of Braden Horn. One popped up foul left side, 0-2. And Pendleton continues to just fill up the zone here.
Brought to you by Hultquist Homes.
Can I be
Building
honest?
Quality homes for
Yeah,
46
always.
years.
Please.
I'm hungry, dude.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I just found out too?
What?
Out of curiosity, I had to look it up. There are no Chick-fil-A's in Alaska.
Well, Mrs. Lowe. Really?
Not as it's one of the 2 states.
Wait, can I get, is the other one? The other
Yeah.
one's not Hawaii, is it?
No, it's a state that is not even real.
Vermont?
Yeah. Right, you could have either said Vermont or New Hampshire right there.
Or either Dakota. All 4 of those just need to be 2 states, in my opinion. Now, the 50.
I'll argue against the Dakotas. I'll back them up because
All right,
they have good football teams.
that's fair.
Other than that, though,
That's the only thing that matters.
I mean, Vermont, New Hampshire, fake.
2-2. Missed outside, so Kunis has worked an 0-2 count to a full count. I am kind of sorry if anybody listening from Vermont or New Hampshire.
Just prove that it exists. That's really all I'm asking.
3-2, misses outside, so 4 straight balls from Pendleton. And a leadoff walk for Kunis, his 2nd in a row.
That walk brought to you by Treeline Construction.
It's like I've never met anybody from Vermont, never heard anything about Vermont. It gets no media coverage nationally. It's like if you just don't go there, like you don't hear about it. I mean, when's the last time you saw a baseball player from Vermont? or New Hampshire, right? New Hampshire is even faker than Vermont. 'Cause I haven't even heard about a college in New Hampshire.
Line shot into center field. Blind coming in, gonna let it drop right in front of him. Throw to second, not in time, and it's a first pitch single from Jake Dahl, his
Your
second.
electrical company serving all of Alaska since 1985.
Definitely, you could argue that
Now
Blind had a
batting
chance
the
to lay out
Anchorage
for that
Glacier
one, and
Pilots, the
you might be wondering, well, why
designated
didn't he?
number 5,
I like the idea not to. He tried to come in hard on it and make that play, but keep the ball in front of you. You have no backup right there by yourself in center field. Kunis, when it came around and scored and tied this game up, so there's still a chance at a double play. You know, you're just a lot less hurt.
Here's Braden Horn, who's 0 for 2 with the RBI, grounded to a 6-4-3 double play, but it scored a run, struck out in the first. Kunis on second, Dahl on first. Dahl now 2 for 3 with an RBI. Gotta find out if anyone prominent is from New Hampshire or Vermont. First pitch from Pendleton, a check swing inside, and it hits Horn, but it looks like, I mean, his act of a swing kind of was the reason he was hit.
For the Pilots, the first baseman, number 1.
Didn't go around, but
Drew
it only hit him because he attempted to
Johnson.
swing. I think that still counts.
Don't load him like that, really? Yeah, LeBron's not happy. He's coming out the dugout.
So while LeBron is unhappy for the second time tonight, you're going to know this name, from Vermont. So it says over 35 Major League Baseball players were either born in or hail from Vermont, whatever they define as hail from. Carlton Fisk.
Is that all the state of Vermont has to offer?
I mean, there's some names, but I don't recognize them. Only Carlton Fisk. Probably missing someone. But he's a Hall of Fame catcher. And I'm only thinking baseball here. There might be celebrity.
And thinking about like that Northeast area for a second, I was like, let me bite my tongue. But then I remembered Mike Trout's from New Jersey, so never would disrespect the GOAT like that.
This is true. Well, the bases are now loaded. Hit by pitch stands. Here's Drew Johnson. First pitch. Misses. So tying run 90 feet away. No outs. Pilots in good position to strike back. One-0. In the dirt, 2-0 now. Drew Johnson, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk.
Right here. The corners are going to come in for the Miners here. Going to leave your middle infielders back, everyone else straight away. Tying run is 90 feet away, though. You got to be careful here. That's where you're going to go on a forced ground ball.
2-0, fastball high and outside corner for a strike. So Kunis on third, Dahl on second, Horn on first. A walk, single, and a hit by pitch has the bases loaded. Corners in for the Miners. Another high fastball. This one misses, 3-1 now.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to see what I've typed in my Google search bar is what does the state of Vermont have to offer?
Probably maple syrup, I wouldn't lie. Whoa, get this, from New Hampshire. There's a pop-up left side. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Park, and that's a huge out, number 1. And the bases remain loaded.
That one,
you're going to get this. From New Hampshire, Chris Carpenter. Cy Young, 2-time World Series champion. 34 career WAR, 3-time All-Star, and has an ERA title. So there's someone prominent in recent times, too. From Exeter, New Hampshire, I believe that's how you say it. Here's Logan Strong after the pop-up. This is outside.
The bases being juiced there helped a little bit on that one with the infield fly. being ineffective. It was an automatic out, but over 70% of Vermont is forested. So nobody lives there. That's why you don't meet anybody, because it's just a bunch of forests.
Fly ball center field, shallow center field, that is. Blind coming in. He's there. Runner will not tag. Ball takes a hop into home. And 2 away now.
Good bounce back, Pendleton.
Now batting for the
Weak
Pirates,
contact
the
after
third
weak
baseman,
contact right there.
number
That's
2,
exactly what you want to do. Get these hitters' timing messed up.
Dodson.
Full them weak contact. Make it even easier on your defense to get you out of this.
So now 2 away. Here's Ryan Dodson, who was the first guy Pendleton faced. He struck out on 3 pitches. Pop up right side, out of play. Now there's a couple other guys from New Hampshire that had significant careers, career WAR over 20, but they all played pretty late. Guy from 1880, 1930, 1910, and then 1958, 75 and 86, so 2 recent guys. 0-1 slider just misses. Spooner with the frame attempt, doesn't get the call.
So Vermont is nation's largest producer of maple syrup,
So I was right. I said maple syrup.
known as the Green Mountain State too. If you know anything about U.S. history and the Revolutionary War, the Green Mountain Boys.
You need to tell me more about that. Big wave and a miss on outside slider, 1-2. Well, real quick, I did know Vermont, obviously, just because I know the 50 states, right? I mean, come on, I'm an adult. But then also my brother played college ball for a couple weeks up in Vermont, the Northwoods Leagues. Didn't play the whole summer. 1-2. Pop up again, out of play. We'll do it again. Pendleton 1 strike away from getting out of this bases loaded jam. He's gotten a pop up and a shallow fly ball.
I'll hold the thought on the Green Mountain Boys for later, but
I want to know more about that.
it is probably one of my favorite stories that I only ever heard 2 history teachers talk about in my life at U.S. history class.
1-2, wave and a miss. Spooner with the tag, and Pendleton, bases loaded, nobody out, sets down 3 in a row, and the Miners hold on to a 3-2 lead as we head to the 6th.
Now batting for the
Miners
the third baseman, number 1.
Hold on to a 3-2 lead as we hit the 6th. Kaneshiro back out there. He'll face 9, 1, and 2 of the Miners order. Cash Millar will lead things off. He's got a walk, single, and an RBI. First pitch to him, gonna miss low. Last time up, he jumped on the first pitch he saw from Jones, lined it into left field for a single. Squares here, and it's going to miss on the drag attempt, 1-1. Kaden, go ahead. I really want to learn more about this, the Green Mountain Boys.
All right. Well, I do know about them, but I had to Google it just to make sure I get all the points right. So basically, you think of the 3 big turning points in the American Revolution, right?
Line shot over to second off a hop. There's Hefner. Throw to first in time. Hard hit ball from Millar there, right at the second baseman. There's one away.
So 3 big battles that were turning points.
Now batting the shortstop,
And they're in
number
alphabetical
11,
order of
Austin
the chronological order that they happen. It's TSY, Ticonderoga, Saratoga, and Yorktown.
Yeah, I know those.
Ticonderoga is where the Green Mountain Boys come in. They were a group of just militia, a militia group led by Ethan Allen. Ethan Allen, Benedict Arnold, those 2 cats. And they pretty much just went into Ticonderoga and captured the fort and didn't even fire off a single shot. And that was kind of one of the first battles where the U.S. started to really gain momentum. And it wasn't even any of the guys on the U.S. side. It was the Green Mountain Boys.
There you go. Here's Austin Park. Ball misses. It's 2-1 count. Park's 0 for 3, a flyout and 2 strikeouts. Excuse me, I said Northwoods League's 2 for Vermont. That's the New England Collegiate Baseball League. That's where my brother played a bit. Thanks for the correction. Counts 3-1 to Park. Looking to reach for the first time. 5 hits in his last 2 games, but I mentioned 0 for 3 here. Chopper, foul, left side.
The Green Mountain Boys originally had a reputation of being kind of like a mob and a gang and causing ruckus and all that stuff in the Yorker area. But then they come on and they start fighting the British, helping out the good old Patriots gain their independence. They're the good guys now. Should look up their flag.
3-2. Ground ball up the middle, going to get through. There's that base knock for Park. He's got a hit in each of the last 3 games now and a 1-out single for the Miners.
Had to come at some point, just a matter of win for Park. His 4th time up, he finally comes through. Crazy to think in a game where the Miners only have 3 runs. The batting order, we're in the 6th. They're already hitting for the 4th time.
Yeah, here's Matt Blind, who led off last inning with a hit by pitch. Came around to score, stole third, and got home on a throw-in error from Strong down to third. Fouls that one back. And great timing, too, for the Green Mountain Boys, talking about the Revolutionary War. Coming up on 250th anniversary of the U.S. of A.
Yeah, check the flag out, though.
That's sick.
Super chill.
Does feel like it's missing something, though, but green with a...
Like
how many
US
stars
flag.
was there? How many stars?
I don't think there's a reason for the stars
No,
or
they're just
like anything, but
plastered
they're
on
just
there.
kind of plastered on there, yeah.
They're like, hey, I think that's enough. That's cool.
My 5th grade homeroom teacher was a history teacher.
Runner goes, and that one's fouled back, going 2 to Blind. Park has to go back to first.
And he was the first one to ever talk about the Green Mountain Boys in a U.S. history class. And then he also had a bunch of flags hanging around the walls of his room, and they were all like chronologically of U.S. history and stuff. And he was the first person and only person to this day I've ever seen with the Green Mountain Boys flag. I've tried to buy one and haven't ever been able to find one.
Oh, so he had the flag.
Yeah.
0-2 to Blind. Gonna get out of play again, left side. But you can't buy it anywhere.
Now, let me check.
I'm
It's
sure,
been a while.
I mean, there's got to be a place where you can, like, print cheap, thin flags somewhere with your own design. Also, going back to the New Hampshire-Vermont debate in baseball. After this 0-2 pitch, actually, no, throw over to first. So, Vermont and New Hampshire against each other, an all-time war from its players. New Hampshire is going to beat it out. 232 war to 214. So New Hampshire's got the baseball Advantage there. Pop up left side. Going to be Dotson, the third baseman, there to make the grab, and there's 2 away. But
Now
Vermont does
batting
have
the
the only Hall of
designated
Famer
hitter,
between the two
number
in Carlton
7,
Fisk.
Diesel Toth.
There's definitely ways you can find that flag now and buy it, but I guess back in the day, like 5th grade when I looked it up, there wasn't as many options of finding it.
Here's Diesel Toth. Wait, so Vermont, nation's leader in maple syrup, right?
Yeah.
What does New Hampshire even do then?
Hardly
How's that one, Beck?
exists. Also, yeah, Vermont is the birthplace of Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Oh. You know what, Vermont, you're not so bad.
Yeah, but it's
You
not,
make-
not the birthplace of Big Dipper ice cream, though.
Exactly. What are you doing, Vermont?
Never had the Big Dipper.
Another throw over to first. Find me out what find out what New Hampshire does.
Live free or die ethos and tax-free status.
Isn't that just like America as a whole? Like that's their ethos. That one fouled off again. 0-2.
I mean, the fact that
Give me liberty or give me death.
the first 2 sentences say nation's birthplace of the first presidential primary, like that's, I mean, kind of cool, I guess, but like
But they don't export anything or.
it's been 250 years and that's still what you're known for?
Runner goes 0-2. Fouled off again. Park getting some cardio in.
Obviously, very much like a notable thing. Oh, culture and food, maple syrup. It's a top producer.
You can count on.
Ooh, regional treats like maple glazed cider donuts. Ooh, I love maple donuts. I think I have a reason to go to Vermont or New Hampshire now, just to see if their maple donuts are just a little bit better.
0-2. Ground ball right side past the mound there. Here's Hefner. Busy day for him. Throw to first in time. 2. Retire the side. Miners strand a runner. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. Miners with a 3-2 lead.
Your assets since 1995. We provide you reassurance with sound.
Pendleton
fire
back out there.
suppression systems. Thank
First
you
third
to
inning of
Cell
work.
Fire Systems.
Had the bases loaded, nobody out. Got a pop up, a shallow fly ball, and struck out Dodson for the 2nd time.
Now back
To get
the
out of it,
Anchorage
maintain that
Glacier
lead.
Pilots.
Both his
The
strikeouts are
second
against
baseman,
Dodson.
Number 21.
He'll face 8-9-1 of the order. Here's Zach
Hefner.
Hefner, the second baseman, who's had a busy day defensively. 5 putouts. And he's 2 for 2, a double and a single. Lines this one into left center. And that's going to get down in front of Millard. So Hefner now 3 for 3. Having himself a day. And he's 2 for 2 against Pendleton.
Yeah, dude's having himself a day. He's got a third of the outs defensively for the Glacier Pilots, and now he's got 3 hits. I mean, this dude's rolling. He actually has half the hits for the Glacier Pilots now.
So here's Blaze Sizz. He squares. Will pull back. Pitch was high and in. Back pick attempt from Spooner, not in time. And just to remind you again, Blaze spelled B-L-A-I-S-E. So Blaze, not Blaze. Sizz, C-Z-Y-Z, Polish last name. Like sizzle. But he's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a line out. Millar in over at 30 squares. Drag attempt misses. Another back pick attempt. Picked over at first by Grace. It's 1-1. Now, going back to the state war conversation. If you had to guess who is number 1, state that has produced the most MLB wins above replacement.
New Hampshire.
1-1. Another missed bunt. 1-2. So obviously California. I thought Texas would be in the top 5, but
Oh, I thought we were just talking in between the 2 states of Vermont and New Hampshire.
no, I mentioned that. New Hampshire beat Vermont by, what was it, 18? 1-2. Just missing inside. Try to front door him there.
Well,
2-2.
actually, according to Google, New Hampshire and Vermont are ranking among the most desirable states to live.
Yeah, sure, man.
Got to go see it for myself.
2-2. How to play right side.
Ooh, high cost of living, though. Yeah, I'm out. Can't afford
We did
that.
see photos. New Hampshire was beautiful.
Can't afford that. Harsh weather? Nope. No, thank you. I say harsh weather. You know, Texas summers are pretty harsh, but
Yeah, I think you're going to get either end of the spectrum at any state. Pick off move. Well, looking at second, so 11,000, over 11,000 career WARF coming from California. New York is second with over 5,000. That has to be from early days, too, because I know Babe Ruth is from there, I think. He might be from Maryland, actually. 2-2. Pop up, high in the air. Left side, who's going to get it? Here's Cash Millar calling everyone off. There's one away.
more weak contact for Pendleton. He's done a good job of doing that, especially with guys on. He did a great job in that bottom of the 5th, getting out of that bases loaded jam that he got himself into with some weak contact. See him do that here with the guy on. And this is looking like another inning. Would be the 6th in a row for every inning today that the Pilots would have stranded a runner on base.
Here's Vaughn Coleman, leadoff guy. First pitch fastball, first strike at the belt. Coleman is 1 for 2, a single, hit by pitch, stolen bag, and a run scored. Popped up last time up. His first at bat against Pendleton. Wave and a miss, 0-2 now. It's kind of crazy to me. California doubles second place, so I don't know. I mean, that's the baseball state.
Kind of crazy that, you know, not a lot of people talk about Delaware either.
0-2. Weak ground ball just left of the third base bag. We'll do again, and that's gonna. Yeah, that sounded like it broke Coleman's bat. It does. He'll get a new one. I mean, yeah, I guess being the first official U.S. state, Delaware doesn't get enough respect. What are your thoughts on Rhode Island?
It exists, that's,
I mean,
for sure.
I'm pretty sure.
I think
Houston is bigger than Rhode Island, the city of Houston.
but it also gets more attention for being the smallest state and being as small as it is. So that whole
So it
area,
has something going for it.
yeah, they can be proud to be small. Plus, Rhode Island University does have a little bit more, what's the word?
0-2 gets away from Spooner. And Hefner's going to move up to second. 1-2.
I guess you just see a little bit more about Rhode Island University than you do whatever exists in Vermont and New Hampshire. right? I'm
Actually,
thinking what
I've never thought of Rhode Island University.
you never heard of it?
I've heard of it. I never thought of it though. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Is VMI in Vermont? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Wave and a miss. Coleman goes down swinging. That's the third strikeout for Pendleton, and there's 2 away.
Now
Done a good
batting
job
for the
with guys
Pilots,
on. He's had no
the
choice but
fielder,
to
number 14,
work in that sits pretty much the way
Kunis.
he's kind of left himself in these spots. But Miners pitching staff as a whole has done a good job controlling traffic on the bases.
Pilots have left at least one guy on every single inning. 3 last inning. Weak chopper, foul by Cooper Kunis,
That foul ball
who
brought
led
to you
off
by the
last inning with a walk
Coca-Cola
and was
Company
stranded.
of Alaska. Grab an ice cold
I was
Coke
wrong.
and stay in the game.
VMI is Virginia Military Institute. Then the do of Vermont.
A 1. Line shot foul, now quickly 0-2.
That foul ball
VMI,
brought to you by Hultquist
I see their
Homes,
guys a lot on
building
the
quality homes for
nation leaderboard
46
for stolen
years.
bases throughout the year. They steal a lot of bags.
Oh, in Vermont, Middlebury College. You've heard of Middlebury. You've seen Middlebury at least one point before.
Yeah.
You've heard that name. You've seen it before. I know it.
0-2. Pendleton deals. Weak ground ball, right side. Here's Godfrey. Gonna bobble it real quick, but gets a throw in time to retire the side. So a leadoff single is stranded on second. And the Miners hold on to a 3-2 lead as we head to the back third.
The Anchorage Glacier Pilots would like to thank Trident Seafoods for their support of Pilots baseball. Trident Seafoods is an integral part of the seafood economy that lifts and strengthens all of Alaska. Alaska thrives when our seafood industry thrives. This is the Acel Fire Systems call to the bullpen. Now on the mound for your Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the left-handed pitcher from Eagle River, Alaska, number 10, Gunnar Mountcastle. A special thank you to the Mountain View Lions Club for their continued support of Glacier Pilots baseball. From helping at the ticket booths and reserved seating to the split the pot and everything in between, the Mountain View Lions are proud to serve both the pilots and the Anchorage community. Now batting the first baseman, number 28, Cooper Grace.
Cooper Grace will lead off the 7th for the Miners against a new arm. Waving a miss first pitch. Gunnar Mountcastle, the southpaw from here in Chugiak, or not here, but Alaska, the local kid. Stands at 5'10", 170 pounds. He's a sophomore at West Texas A&M, so he went a long ways for college. That one bounces away. And technically from Eagle River, not Chugiak, but they're close enough.
Well, they put the names
Hyphenated.
together, so it's the same place if you ask me. Otherwise, you separate the names if you don't want to be together.
And I think by city limits, it's still technically Anchorage. That one misses. 2-1 to Grace, who is 0 for 1 with 2 walks, 2 runs scored. So he scored 2 of the 3 times. Came around to scoring that Will Millard double back in the 5th. Took the lead. Fly ball out of play right side. 2-2.
That foul ball is brought to you
So
by
Grace has
Acrisure.
bounced back
Protecting
strong
what
after
matters most.
2 games ago he appeared in. He went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, but he followed that up with a 2 for 4 performance and now gotten on base 2 times. 2-2. Line shot right field out of play.
That foul ball brought to you by Catalyst
Do it
Marine
again.
Engineering, providing full-service marine repair, supply, and shipbuilding to Alaska.
So Grace, his red accessories from Nebraska go well with this uniform. 2-2. Mountcastle trying to backdoor him, just misses. Tilts his head in frustration. Counts full.
It's almost perfect, and then it's like, I got the green helmet on.
Right.
I wouldn't expect
Not trying to.
a summer ball team to have 5 different helmets, though. That's
No.
absurd.
3-2. Fly ball right center. 3 Pilots converging. Who's it going to be? It's right fielder Kunis on the move for out number 1. Kaden, I'm going to toss it to you for ABL standings and games
Now
going on today around the
right
ABL.
fielder, number 9,
Right now, one team's always got to be off in the
Babcock.
ABL with there being 5 squads. Miners and Pilots, of course, right here in front of you. And then the other game, the Anchorage Bucks are in Kenai against the Peninsula Oilers. They trail 2-0 in the top of the 6th. Oilers stand in first place right now of the ABL. They're at 6-2, about to be 7-2 if they hold on to that lead against the Bucks. And the Bucks in last place. They're
That
2-6
foul ball
right
brought
now.
to you by Spinard
They're 4
Builder
games back
Supply.
out of first place. And then the
Home of
Chinooks, they're in
new
second,
Alaska-inspired
just a half
Yukon
game
window
behind the
series.
Oilers. They got the night off, and their schedule says they're playing here in Anchorage tomorrow at 9 p.m. against the Pilots. I don't know how true that is, because why do they have to start at 9 p.m.?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't get dark, I'll tell you that. But
I mean,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Counts 0-2 against Jackson Babcock. Lefty on lefty matchup.
And it's also a weekend day. It's a Saturday.
Pop up behind the dish. Gonna get out of play. Hit right on top of the press box.
That
Babcock,
foul ball brought
1
to
for
you by
2,
our
a single, a
longtime
walk, and a
friends
fly
at
out.
The Insurance Center.
And Kaneshiro, when an inning and 2/3, allowed 3 hits. No runs. That run he let up was given to Jack Jones. 0-2 again. Misses outside.
So I'm being told it's midnight sun games. So starting at 9 p.m., yeah, that makes sense. I imagine.
Might go to midnight.
Yeah, there's a chance it gets close to midnight. I would just imagine the game started a little bit later than 9. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
1-2. Hard ground ball, right side. Not going to find a hole. First baseman Johnson has it. Underhand flip to Mountcastle covering first for out number 2. Some PFP action here finally at Mulcahy Stadium.
So that would make sense as to why the Miners and the
Now
Pilots are
batting
going to
for the
play
Visiting Ball Club,
a
the
non-league
catcher,
game
number
on
6,
Saturday, June
Declan
27th
Spooner.
here in Anchorage. And it's part of 250 years of America. Alaska history for tomorrow. Week of Dreams opening ceremony start at 6:30 and the game at 7:30 here in Anchorage. I imagine that is probably one of the midnight sun games. I know there's a big July 4th celebration kind of going on.
Yeah.
Man, I would just hope it started a little bit later though, you know?
Yeah, because there's a chance it doesn't get to midnight.
Like first
It
pitch?
would get close enough. Here's Declan Spooner, fouls one off. It's now 1-1.
First pitch at 11 p.m. would be like pretty sick.
Yeah.
That would be pretty sick.
Not going to lie, though, before that, I'd just be sitting around waiting all day.
Then you get
Get
midnight
something done.
baseball.
Get something done.
Yeah.
1-1. In there for strike. Spooner, 0 for 2, a sack bunt, ground out and a line out. Hit the ball hard last time up. Find out to center field. Coleman was all over it. Lefty on lefty here. 2 outs. Misses low and away.
I was wondering where we were going to see or hear anything anything about the Midnight Sun games. I knew that they existed. I just hadn't heard anything about them. I was wondering where that stuff was going to come up because I'm ready for it.
2-2. Breaking ball too low. And there's now a fire truck out beyond deep right center field with, I mean, I can't see what they're wearing, but I would guess firefighters watching the game on top of a fire truck. There you go.
I've seen that before, actually.
Three-two. Half swing outside, no appeal, and Spooner draws a 2-out walk.
Yeah, actually, my high school, one of the catchers, well, his dad was a firefighter, and for our home games, him and some of the other firemen and firefighters, they would go out in center field, right center field, and they would watch the games on top of their fire truck. Imagine they were on call and just had nothing to do, and they could do it all from the fire truck in case anything happened.
First pitch to Millard, hits one down the right field line, is going to drop just foul by a foot. So it's a long strike, number 1. And Millard, who doubled last time up, drove in a run. Almost had another one there.
Okay, I was going to mention the Midnight Sun games in Fairbanks because those are all the ones I'd seen the videos about. Okay, for the solstice, which is the longest day of the year, right?
Right. Oh, one misses high. Millard is 1 for 3, that RBI double, strikeout and a ground out. Someone telling us to stop talking about Vermont and concentrate on baseball. Well, we're calling baseball, so sorry. That's
Probably
1-1 to Millard. He doesn't like Vermont.
They're probably from Vermont. That's probably what.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
you know,
he's the
Texas.
guy.
Texas tries to do something similar with like the Midnight Sun games, except there's no Midnight Sun. But I know of some youth baseball tournaments where they will have some Midnight Madness games going on, and like that's what the tournament is based around.
Runner goes, 1-2, misses high and away, throw down to second, not in time. Stolen bag for Declan Spooner. His first on the season. Now runner in scoring position, 2 away for the Miners.
Been a low scoring tight affair. Get in scoring position any way you can. Steal 90. Try to attack on some insurance.
2-2 to Millard. Just misses outside. Count will go full. Another
Veteran.
deep count from Millard.
Veteran take. Again, another one from Will Millard. He continues to do that at the plate and put together these great at-bats. He's using a different bat, too. The bat he's been using has an orange barrel. This one's got a gray one. I have to ask him about that.
Payoff. Called strike 3 at the knees. And that'll retire the side, top of the 7th. Miners leave a runner on second. They still lead 3-2, and we're going to stretch here in Anchorage.
strikeouts.
We've stretched here in Anchorage. Miners lead 3-2.
Sweet bacon, I did that just for you. I heard that we'll be right back. He's very fond to some people.
Yeah, I was just
so.
going to let y'all know, expect in-between inning videos to
Keep you
come up soon.
entertained.
Yeah. If there's anything you would like to see, please email us, MattSuMinersBroadcast@gmail.com. Zach Bowman's in the game, relieving Pendleton. He'll face Jake Dahl. Then following suit, Braden Horn and Drew Johnson. That one's fouled off 0-1.
That or you can drop it in the chat right now.
That is true. Anything you would like to see, we're going to get videos with players and maybe some type of batting practice videos or baseballs in maybe. Anything you would like to see specifically, please let us know. Big wave and miss there, 0-2.
I will say there are some things coming up that'll be on brand. Father's Day is on Sunday. We play a game on Sunday, so expect something involving Father's Day on Sunday. And then 4th of July coming up, America 250.
0-2, wave and a miss, and good morning, good afternoon, good night. Jake Dahl, Bowman sets him down. One away.
Now batting for the Pilots.
Yeah, I figured a video in between innings would be of some interest and entertainment to somebody. Get to know the players a little bit more. Hear their voice, see their face a little bit closer up.
Something like that. Here's Braden Horn. Half swing upstairs, 1-0.
I don't know if the guys will be totally crazy about it, though. I was at the gym, and I was like, hey, you got to take photos of you guys at the gym as part of the agreement of how you get to use the gym. And they're like, oh, man, really? We have to take pictures? They weren't jazzed about it.
Fastball right by Horn. It's 1-1. Horn 0 for 2 with a RBI and a hit by pitch. Bowman last time out was on the 16th versus the Chinooks in Chugiak through 3 innings. Struck out 2, let up 1 earned run on 3 hits, fouled straight back.
That foul ball brought to you by Anchorage.
That was that first game on Monday that they lost 4-1.
And from Bowman, you can expect that 4-seam and changeup. And that heater's only getting up to about 88, but then he's added a slider and curve.
Pop up right side, going to get out of play.
Marine Engineering, providing full service marine repair, supply, and shipbuilding to Alaska.
So both Chase and Pendleton tossed 3 innings. And both Pendleton and Bowman have struck out the first batter they face out of the pen. 1-2. Just missing outside. 2-2 now to Horn.
Working with a 1-run lead here, so you can't just go out there and just throw it right over the middle of the plate if you're Bowman, but try working those off speeds.
2-2. High and inside fastball just misses. Count will go full, so back-to-back pitches that just miss from Bowman. Miners playing straight up, the 3-2. Misses outside. Now it's 3-2. Board had 3-2. Scorebug had 3-2. So my apologies. Counts now 3-2 after that. Bowman deals. Wave and a miss. Pulled the string on him. Got him with an outside changeup. And back-to-back Ks for Bowman coming out of the pen.
Super good stuff right there. He had to work a tough at bat. Find a way to get the job done and sit somebody down. He does that. Down goes Horn.
So after 2 strikeouts in the 7th, here's Drew Johnson. Has reached twice. Single walk and a pop-up. Lefty on lefty here. There's a Weak liner over to short. Park charging. Throw on the move. On target to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down with 2 Ks in the 7th for Zach Bowman. And Miners still holding on to that 3-2 lead as we head to the 8th.
It is brought to you by the Kennard Family Fund, committed to Anchorage community since 2006. The Anchorage Glacier Pilots would like to thank Acrisure for their support of Pilots baseball. Acrisure, providing local expertise and protecting what matters most to Alaskans and their businesses. Wherever you see the rotary wheel in Anchorage, your neighbors and local Rotarians are working to make our community better. Thank you to Rotary Anchorage East for their support of Pilots baseball. A big thank you to the Alaska Club. Thank you to our partnership with the Alaska Club, where our team works out. The Alaska Club, the way fitness should be. We thank the Insurance Center for being longtime supporters of Anchorage Glacier Pilots baseball, as well as serving as one of our foul ball sponsors.
Top of the 8th, Miners lead 3-2. It'll be Godfrey Millar in Park. Here in the 8th.
Now batting for the Matsu Miners, the second
Facing off
baseman,
against Gunnar
number 4,
Mountcastle out there for
Will
his second inning.
Godfrey.
Only allowed a walk. So Beef digs in. Dotson over at third in, even with the bag. Now be in front of third. First pitch fastball in there.
Got to come in and throw strikes if you're the Pilots. Get yourself on the other side. Start swinging the sticks and try to tie it up. And for the Miners match, find a way to get on base here, tough at bats, and add on to the lead.
Fastball upstairs makes it 1-1. Godfrey 0 for 1, 2 walks and a line out. He lined back to the pitcher's mound. In the 5th, that was against Kanashira, who caught it off his shoelaces. One, misses near that back foot. 2-1. Two and one. That one well upstairs. At the head of the second baseman, 3-1 now. In good position to maybe draw his third walk of the afternoon. Mountcastle's 3-1, misses upstairs, and a 5-pitch walk to lead off the 8th. And Godfrey on base for the third time, all via the walk.
Number 1, Cash Millar.
Hey, you take it any way you can get it, that's for sure. I know that dude wants to be swinging the bat, but dude swung it pretty good back in the 4th. Cash Millar coming up. See if he can create anything here.
So Millar's 1 for 2, a walk, single, and an RBI. Godfrey taking an extra step over at first. Millar squares, pulls back, misses upstairs.
Matter of fact, both times Godfrey walked, Cash Millar came up and got on first. It was a RBI walk with the bases loaded in the 2nd, and then he singled back in the 4th.
Pickoff attempt over at first. had Godfrey dead to rights. It gets into right field in foul territory. Godfrey going all the way to third. He's being waved home. Throw from foul territory is not handled by the catcher Strong, and Godfrey scores all the way from first on the misthrown pickoff attempt. And it's 4-2.
Way to get aggressive right there with only a 1-run lead. Good job. And usually it's Jackson Jarvis as the third base coach. That's Spencer Henson over at third, as they must have had a change up in that, and he makes the right call right there. Dude's seen a lot of baseball. What a way to steal a run there.
So now the bases are empty. Wave and a miss by Millar. It's 1-1. So the Miners double their lead thanks to a throwing error. And they had him dead to rights too. It's Godfrey left on the leg pickup, and Mountcastle had him just threw it well wide. So 1-1 misses.
Now, still unable to get out in this inning is Mountcastle. Give up the walk, and then you pretty much just give him another trip around the bases there.
2-1 misses upstairs. 3-1 to Millar now. Great hitters count.
I think if he sees something straight anywhere close to his wheelhouse, he probably pulls the trigger here.
3-1. Off speed down Broadway. Count will go full. Mountcastle's 3-2. Called strike 3, low and in, corner painted from Mountcastle, and that's his second strikeout. Both looking. There's one away.
And one thing Coach LeBrun has talked about is the lack of making adjustments throughout a ball game as hitters. I think that's one right there, not specifically on Cash Millar, but you've seen multiple guys go down looking on pitches in similar spots as that one, or seen pitches in at bats the guys have laid off of, but they're down and in like that. You've seen them get called strikes on guys, and just as a team and as teammates, you've got to talk about the umpire's calling this, man. You just got to swing at it. He's called it all night.
Here's Austin Park. 1-1 count. Park up for the 5th time. He's 1 for 4. Single dice time up. So he's got a hit in 3 straight games. 1-1. Pop up out of play. Straight back.
That foul ball brought to you by Spinar Builder Supply, home of the new Alaska-inspired Yukon Window Series.
So the Miners just 5 hits, but 4 runs. It's good enough for a 4-2 lead. But they do have many free passes. Curveball misses well outside. Jack Jones walks 6 Miners, and got a couple more in there.
Read my mind. I was just about to say the same thing.
So they've gotten on base. Park drills one to left field. Dahl giving chase, and he's going to make the catch on the move towards left center, and there's 2 outs.
That ball drilled off the bat, but just had no lift on it. Kind of just landed right in front of Dahl. He barely had to retreat backwards on that one. Parks put the ball in play a few times, and he's put it in play pretty well.
That ball was smoked. That might be the loudest bat crack of the night so far. 2-way, here's Matt Blind, who's 0 for 3. But back in the 5th, got hit by a pitch, stole a bag, and scored. First pitch called strike.
Think about hard hit balls. we've seen us two in all the games that the Miners have played in. We've only seen 3 home runs all season. What are the odds that they all came in the same game?
Oh, 4. Remember Pearson?
Okay, Pearson. But I mean, like, what are the odds that they're just not spread out whatsoever?
They were swinging it that day against the Chinooks, yeah. And this team does have a lot of power.
And all of them have
And
come against the Chinooks.
I would guess that I would feel like they might be the most unlucky team so far. There's a line drive into center field. Going to get down. There's a base knock for Blind. His first hit, and on for the second time.
I mean, this dude's been in the 2-hole pretty much all year, if not literally every game, and there's good reason behind it, and proves it right there. Finally
Now batting the
finds some
designated
grass
number
with that
7,
one.
Diesel Toth.
So the inning is extended after the single by Matt Blind. Here's Diesel Toth. It's a little blooper over the head of Hefner, going to get down, and Blind's going to go for 3. Throw in from Kunis. It is a close one, but Blind is under the tag. And back-to-back singles with 2 outs. Now runners on the corners.
How about Cal Baptist right there, back-to-back singles? Lancer's getting it done for the Miners, and now a chance to make something happen with 2 outs.
It'll be Cooper Grace, 2 on, 2 away. That's the 7th hit of the night for the Miners. Both teams with 7 now. Here's Grace, who's 0 for 2, but 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Looking to do damage himself. Mountcastle still in there. First pitch curveball in the dirt.
You want to make the magic happen with 2 outs especially. Because it's one thing, teams do one of 2 things. They either say, okay, we got 2 outs, innings over, let's pack it up and do it next time, or let's keep working right here.
Another throw over to first, and there's going to be no play as they were looking for Blind to go home on the pickoff move. Glove on his hit from Johnson, and probably in awe that just happened, and Toth steals second, even though he was dead to rights. There's 2 away.
They're not giving up either. All right, that's what I'm trying to say is you can't give up. You got to keep foot on the pedal all the way through. You get the momentum from Godfrey leading things off, getting a walk, and then scoring on 1 error all the way around, and then 2 outs, and they just kept going to work here.
Ball in the dirt, gets past Strong. Here comes Blind, flip home, not in time. 5-2 Miners here in the 8th as Blind scores on a wild pitch. Toth moves up to 3rd. And what an inning for the Miners, scoring 2 runs in unconventional ways.
Take it any way you can get it, though. Probably not how they imagined the insurance coming, but it is found a way to come regardless, and you take it.
Counts 2-0 to Grace. Mountcastle deals, misses upstairs. So both runs this inning. Godfrey reached on a walk. Was about to be caught stealing on a pickoff move that was missed wide. Got into foul territory in right field. He scored from first. So scored on an E1, and then Blind scores on the wild pitch. 3-0. Fastball at the belt for a strike. Hey, however you'll get them, right?
Doesn't matter how you get it. Just matters that you do or you don't.
So much better day offensively for the Miners. 3-1 to Grace. Chopper towards 3rd. Dotson plays it. Strong throw. Over to first, offline. Run's going to score on the E5. It's now 6-2 as Toth comes across.
Just slipped right out of the hands of the Pilots. I mean, you come into this inning, it's a 1-run ball game,
Now batting
and then
the right
error,
fielder, number 9, Jackson.
couple of hits,
Babcock.
error, wild pitch as well thrown in there. It's literally just slipped out of their hands.
Wow, so what a meltdown for the Pilots, because all 3 runs pretty preventable. As here's Jackson Babcock, gonna miss low.
I think it's a great point. The Pilots should have taken an attempt at that pickoff and run down, right? Toth just kind of halfway in between first and second. They don't even attempt to throw over to second to get a pickle going, or at least force Blind to make a decision, go one way or the other. They just kind of let them have it.
Yeah, so 6 runs, just 2 RBIs for the Miners. That one misses outside.
Yeah, and 4 of those 6 runs have scored or reached base on free passes. The last 2 to score are the only ones that started off with hits.
Another ball, 3-0 to Babcock, who has reached twice, a single and a walk. So 2 errors, a wild pitch have gotten the Miners 3 runs here in the 8th. Tripled their lead. 3-0's a strike.
You'd imagine they're going to be pretty comfortable pitching with at least a 4-run lead and 6 outs to finish the ball game.
Yeah,
It's a lot
Sweet
better.
Bacon.
A lot better than 1.
Sweet Bacon. Oh, that's where you got it. Got to take an attempt there. Hard shot to right center. Who's going to get it? It's Kunis on the run. And that'll finally retire the side, but the Miners scored 3 unearned and tripled their lead. I think it's 6-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th.
That DUI is not. The average cost of a DUI in Alaska is $23,000. Don't drive impaired. Arrive alive. This message brought to you by the Alaska Highway Safety Office. Are you sprained, strained, or broken? Orthopedic Physicians Alaska has injury walk-in clinics, which are open to everyone 7 days a week in Anchorage and Wasilla. OPA is the sponsor of tonight's game. OPA provides certified athletic trainers with exclusive medical care for the athletes. Thank you to OPA for their support of Pilots Baseball. Just like tonight's players, Peterbilt of Alaska and Craig Taylor Equipment knows what it takes to go the distance. For dependable performance, unmatched durability, and service that hits it out of the park, trust Peterbilt of Alaska and Craig Taylor Equipment, proudly serving hardworking Alaskans across the state. Peterbilt of Alaska and Craig Taylor Equipment for all your truck and equipment needs. This is the Acel Fire Systems code of the bullpen. Now on the mound for the Miners, Zach Bowman. Now batting for your Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the catcher, number 20, Logan Strong.
Bowman out there for his 2nd inning. So he'll face the catcher, Logan Strong. Now with an extended lead, as he has some breathing room, up 4 runs now. Originally it was just 1. Wave and a miss there. Strong is 0 for 3, 2 flyouts and a ground out. Well, 1 misses low in the dirt. Strong came into the day batting just under 300 at 294. On base percentage of 455, but like I mentioned, he's 0 for 3. Bowman last inning set down 3 in a row. 2 strikeouts. There's a strike. 1-2. But the Glacier Pilots have just 6 outs remaining to make a comeback. Down 4. Fouled straight back.
Tough spot to be in, and they got there in a tough way. Really tough to swallow how they got here. If you're Bowman, now he can get really comfortable. Just throw strikes, man. Just throw strikes, force them to put the ball in play, and continue to let this defense work.
Here's a ground ball over to short. Park, 2 shuffles and a throw to first on target for out number 1. So Bowman gets back-to-back strikeouts to start his outing, and has since got back-to-back 6-3 putouts.
You take either or. Me personally, though, big
Pinch
fan of the
hitting for
ground
the
balls.
Anchorage Glacier Pilots, number 6.
Someone in the chat
David
asking, have they
Weeks.
fixed the mound at the field? Well, I don't know what you mean by fix. It looks normal. Although there are 2 lips around the dark brown landing spot, I guess.
I would say temporarily it looks fixed.
There's Ryan Dotson, swing and a miss. Dotson 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Struck out twice by Arlo Pendleton. A 1, wave and a miss. 2 right by him, and he's up against the ropes here. Infield straight up for Matsu. So is the outfield. Wind blowing slightly out to left field. The 0-2 upstairs.
The landing spot does still look mushy. You can barely see it on your screen. There's a tiny divot.
1-2 just misses outside.
Right there in the middle of the mound, kind of more in the front though, where the pitcher's foot is going to land. You can see it, and yeah, it looks like a hole.
2-2 wave and a miss. Down goes Dotson. Not his day. 4 strikeouts, and that's Bowman's 3rd. There's 2 away in the 8th.
Now batting for
Golden
the Anchorage
sombrero?
Glacier Pilots, the second baseman, number 21.
Give me the guac.
Zach Hefner.
Where's my guac sombrero from Despicable Me? There's Zach Hefner. He's had himself a day. He's 3 for 3. 2 singles and a double. That one misses outside.
You know, I will say what this field does need is it needs a top dresser, or it says it's called a top dresser. A turf top dresser. It's what goes around. You see them on turf fields. You kind of just roll it back and forth, and it spreads those turf pellets around.
Yeah.
You see it's really dark, kind of near first, second, and third, and even home plate because the pellets haven't been spread out in forever.
Slider misses outside. It's 2-1. Yeah, you see it. Where runners at first take a lead. Everywhere where they take a lead and then where they slide in.
Yeah.
In between the mound, too. 2-1. Fastball in there, first strike, 2-2. Will Bowman be the one to finally sit down Hefner, who's 3 for 3?
He's done good work coming in relief.
2-2. Just upstairs, count will go full. So far for Bowman, 3 Ks and 2 6-3s. 3-2. Misses outside, and Hefner reaches yet again. On base all 4 times tonight. There's a 2-out runner for the Pilots.
Yep, kind of expected that to happen the way he's been getting on. That's the first guy to reach, though, against Bowman.
Blaze Sizz.
Here's Blaze Sizz. Out of Reno, Nevada. First pitch fastball. Spooner couldn't glove it, but it's a strike regardless. Sizz is 0 for 3. Strikeout, lineout, and a pop-up. First time he'll face the lefty Bowman out of Gonzaga. There's a line shot into center field. Blind just taking 2 steps back and is camped under it to retire the side. So Bowman with a 2-out walk, but gets out of it, strands a runner, and we head to the 9th. Miners up 4. We'll be right back.
Winning number to announce. Tonight's winning number 5437312. Congratulations. That winning number once more, 5437312. This is the Acel Fire System's call to the bullpen. Now on the mound for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the right-hander, number 30, Cody White. Now batting the catcher, number 6, Declan Spooner.
Spooner will lead off the ninth for the Miners. Up 4-6-2. Any extra insurance can't hurt. Following suit will be Millard and Godfrey. Ground ball left side. Shortstop Sizz with a deep throw from the hole, and Spooner's going to beat it out. Infield single for Declan. And his first hit of the night. On for the second straight time.
Yeah, just a little bit of a slow roller over towards short, deep in the hole. Spooner giving great effort there. I mean, yeah, you're up 6-2 in the ninth. You're feeling good about where you're at, but you're not satisfied. So good hustle.
New pitcher in for the Glacier Pilots, number 30, Cody White. Here's Tyler Akers pinch hitting for Will Millard. Bunts one foul. Cody White, the right-hander, stands at 6'5", 185 pounds, a sophomore out of the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy. He's from El Cajon, California.
Merchant Marine Academy. I've never heard of that.
Me neither. Jump throw over to first, not in time. So Millard went 1 for 4, 2 strikeouts, an RBI double. Akers will take over here in the ninth. Get him in at bat and also put him out in left field. Up 4 runs, at least 4 runs. Get a speedy guy out there. 6'5", 185.
Built just like me.
Look, he's very skinny. Just an observation, too, not meaning anything behind that. He's a slim frame. That one comes in and almost hits Akers there. Not a stranger to the hit by pitch. Dodson in over at third. Akers squares, bunts it back towards the mound. White's off. Gonna get over to first and get Akers just by a step. But he does his job, moves Spooner over. Another sack bunt for Akers on the year.
What else did you expect from Tyler Akers?
The second baseman,
Dude comes
4,
in and
Will
finally gets a plate appearance on the night. He's pinch hitting, and then he's called on to do a job, has no problem doing it. Glad to sacrifice his plate appearance for a chance to add some insurance late.
Here's Will Godfrey. 3 walks on the night. He's 0 for 1. Slider misses high and out. Godfrey came around to score last inning on a throwing error on a pickoff. Scored from first to home. Went from first to home, excuse me. 1-0. Fastball just misses. So he did a hard 270 around the bases. Just able to get in there. I'd say a pretty good night. You reached 3 times. 2-0. Fouled straight back.
That foul ball brought to you by the Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Alaska.
Cash Millar
Grab a
waits
nice
on
cold
deck.
Coke and stay in the game.
Godfrey in the back of that box. Lefty on righty matchup here. 6'5" arm versus a guy who's 5'7". 2-1, runner goes, pitches outside. No, called strike. But a stolen base for Spooner.
They just gave it away too. I mean that run certainly does matter. It makes it harder for you to come back in this ball game and not even competitive to throw out Spooner.
2-2. That one misses well outside. That second strike too looked high and out. Well, the count's full to Godfrey.
It's about how it's the kind of urgency that Strong should have got up. Spooner was trying to steal there, but he does it on a pitch where he's already on third. I mean, you're a little late, dude.
3-2. Fly ball deep left center field. This will get a run in. Dahl's going back. He's at the track, at the wall, and makes the grab, crashing in to the left center field wall, but Spooner will score. Godfrey does his job. It's now 7-2.
Have a day, Will Godfrey. It's not the prettiest thing when you look at the scorebook, but I mean, you've been on base 3 times, off 3 walks. You scored once. You had a really hard line out in the 5th, and now a sac fly RBI to just add on to a lead late. He'll take it all day.
That was the deepest hit ball of the day, too. Here's Cash Millar now, 2 away. Base is empty. It's 1-0. Yeah, 3 walks, RBI. Run scored, there you go. 2-0 to Cash Millar, who's already walked once. So now 7 runs for the Miners, just 3 RBIs. Hard fly ball left field. Definitely had the distance, but Millar way out in front of it.
That one would have been way gone.
Yeah.
And there's literally kids right behind left field on the football field back there. It would have hit them had that one been fair.
2-1 from White. Slider dropped in there for a strike, 2-2. So Millar started off his day an RBI walk, a single, since then a ground out and a strikeout. So he's 1 for 3, reached twice. 2-2. In the dirt, count will go full. Back-to-back hitters.
Miners have been pretty disciplined at the plate all night too, I'd say. Doing a good job.
Yeah, a lot of deep counts. Payoff. Ground ball over to third. Dotson stabs it. Throw to first in time to retire the side, but Miners tack on one more. 5-run lead as they look to close it out here in Anchorage. Pick up the win.
All hot food at the concession stand. Head to the concession stand behind the first base bleachers. Rebound Sports and All Orthopedic Physical Therapy are proud supporters of the Anchorage Glacier Pilots and are dedicated to helping the people and athletes of Anchorage move better and play harder. If you're looking to get back on the field or just want to feel better in your daily life, the experts at Rebound Physical Therapy will help you regain strength and reduce recovery time. Schedule your assessment today. As your little angel turned the school restroom into a crime scene, you can thank the Anchorage School District custodians for restoring order before anyone else has to deal with it. ASD custodians are proudly represented by Public Employees Local 71. Public Employees Local 71, working hard for Alaska. Tonight's Pilots cleanup hitter is Braden Horn. Brought to you by Fireweed Cleaners. Keeping your Glacier Pilots uniforms looking great, Fireweed Cleaners is the best of care for all you wear.
Seven-two,
Now
bottom of the
batting for
ninth
your
here,
Anchorage
Mulcahy
Glacier
Stadium in
Pilots.
Anchorage. Ben
The
Cameron
center
along with
fielder, number
Kaden
32,
Bessent
Vaughn
and Zach Bowman
Coleman.
out there looking to get a 3-inning save. As Arlo Pendleton is set up nicely right now to get the win in his first appearance. And Bowman so far looking strong. Just one runner allowed on a walk in his first 2 innings. He'll face 9-1-2. Or excuse me, 1-2-3. Vaughn Coleman digs in the center fielder. Fastball just misses 2-0. Coleman's 1 for 3, reached twice. Scored a run. 1 of the 2 for the Glacier Pilots. Other one just missing 3-0 now. Is the Glacier Pilot just a pilot that flies to glaciers, I'm guessing?
Yeah, that would make the most sense.
That just does like glacier tours or?
Flies around the glaciers and stuff like that, yeah.
All right.
There's probably 8 to 10 different types of pilots in Alaska, I would think. The amount of planes that you see going in and out of the airport in Palmer, at least, and the fact that places like Seward have like a couple airports and stuff. I mean, there's probably a million different pilots that do a million different things.
Coleman draws the walk to lead off the ninth.
Streetline Construction.
So he's on for the third time.
Streetline for all your deck and piling needs. Now batting for the Pilots, the right fielder, number 14.
Coleman
Cooper
continues to
Kunis.
just draw free passes. 4 walks and 6 hit by pitches. Leads the team in both. There's Cooper Kunis. First pitch misses. So looks like it just got tight in the ninth. As Spooner will come out to talk to Bowman. No need to work around hitters here up 5. Kunis is the final guy in the lineup that hasn't faced Bowman yet. But he's 0 for 2, 2 walks, run scored, a ground out and a fly out. One 0 to Kunis. Also misses low and away.
Quick Google tells me there are multiple different type of pilots, from bush pilots that are smaller aircrafts on river sandbars and mountainsides where they land. They act as a lifeline for isolated communities with mail, freight, medicine, groceries even.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Float plane and ski plane pilots with pontoons or skis. They land in the lakes, rivers, or glaciers. So I would imagine that kind of applies to glacier pilots, the ones with the ski planes on them that can land on water. You got air taxis because, you know, there's not that many roads in Alaska. Got your commuter pilots. You've even got, of course, your mainland pilots, so, you know, Boeing planes and stuff like that, cargo. Pilot biologists to track moose and caribou. Search and rescue state troopers.
A lot of things you can do.
Yeah.
Those propellant planes. Counts 3-2 to Cooper Kunis. Bowman deals. Punch shot left side. Grabbed by Millar. Throw to second for 1. Throw to first, not in time. But they get the out. 5-4 fielder's choice.
Now batting for the Pilots, the left fielder.
Almost had
number
2 there. That
4,
would have been a tough 2 the way that ball was hit
Dahl.
so soft off of the hands. But Millar does a good job of getting to that ball and firing it over quickly to second.
Good defense on the left side. Now here's Jake Dahl with 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. Fastball just misses upstairs, and Dahl rocking the stirrups and the no gloves. No arm accessories either other than the wrist tape.
He still got the stirrups on that strip.
Quickly 2-0 now. Bowman struggling to find the zone here in the 9th.
What do you think is the coolest pilot out of all the ones that, like, if you could pick one of those jobs as a pilot, like, what would your focus be?
Biologist.
Yeah, I think
mean-
that one's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, imagine your day is just trying to find moose.
Trying to find Susie, the moose that I'm tracking right now.
You can count
I'm
on.
like, okay, dude.
Yeah.
That's your job?
Probably doesn't pay much, though.
Probably really fun, though, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely. I mean,
Research pays a lot. Never know.
2-1. Fastball catches the outer third, 2-2 to the lefty Dahl. I mean, wildlife biology was something I felt like doing before I did sports. Like, that's probably what I would work towards if I wasn't doing this right now.
I would like to fly the little planes that you can land on water. And I
Oh,
would
yeah.
like to just fly around and land in random, like, little water holes and fish. Fish in places that are hard to get to because they're never
Right.
going to be overfished.
Fish out of the plane on the water.
Mm.
3-2. Here's a fly ball left field. Akers camped under it for out number 2. So now the Miners just 1 out away from getting a win.
Now back for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the designated hitter.
No, but like,
number 5.
all right, you take that plane, land in the water, and then you just slide up the door, and you're like, all right, I'm just going to hang my feet out, just start
Yeah,
fishing.
yeah. I know there are planes that you could take, like, trips, guided fishing trips in Alaska, and go out via plane, land on water via plane, and walk around in different parts of waters and then get to those tough spots. I've heard stories about that. That would be pretty cool. Like, just give out guided fishing, be a fish guide, but take people out on planes. That would be cool.
That would be, yeah, that's a good one. I was thinking of, like, commercial ways. I mean, I guess that's commercial, like, you make money, but,
Yeah.
you know. Here's Braden Horn, Glacier Pilots. Last line, 2 away in the 9th, down 5. Cooper Kunis on first, although he doesn't matter. There's a strike. Now down to their final strike now, 1-2 count. Bowman looking for a 3-inning save. And Braden Horn is hitless. He's 0 for 4, or 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch. Does have an RBI. But a rare hitless game so far for Horn. 1-2. Changeup going to get away from Spooner, but Kunis won't move up. 2-2. Yeah, fishing guide would definitely be really cool.
Yeah, I don't know enough about fishing at this point in time to even be able to do that. And I definitely
fake
don't
it till
know.
you make it.
I don't know how to fly a plane either. That's probably a good place to start.
2-2, wave and a miss, and that's the ball game. Miners won it 7-2 and bounced back after losing on Wednesday.
Final score.
They moved to 3-3, 2-0 here in Anchorage.
Glacier Pilots 2.
And a really good win for the Miners on the road.
Yeah, I think it's a well performance by the pitching staff. 3 guys come out, all throw 3 innings apiece. Pendleton worked himself out of some tough jams. Kyle Chase, the starter, stranded 4 guys on the base pass in the 3 innings that he pitched. And I think he did a good job of controlling the traffic. Pendleton did the same thing. Also, good job here by Zach Bowman at the end, working with traffic on the base pass. Good win overall offense. Gave some run support in some unorthodox ways, but you definitely take it. You take the dub. You move on. How about moving back to 500 in the standings?
So Pendleton gets the win. He's 1-0. That was his first appearance. Jack Jones gets the loss. And Zach Bowman gets the 3-inning save, his first save on the season. And yet again, the Miners move to 3-3. Ben Cameron along with Kaden Bessent. Anything from you, Kate?
Let's get home, baby. It's late already.
Well, Miners are off tomorrow. We'll see you on Sunday. Y'all have a great night, everybody.